D&D player.
Woo. All right. Awesome. So now your nameplate should probably be under there. We'll see, hopefully. Shortly. As soon as the orcs make it happen. But for now, we'll get right into the game. Okay? So you guys are members and/or associates of the Zentarum, a somewhat shifty group who has its own desires and gains, mostly for profit, but also not necessarily world domination, but definitely wants to control as much as they can of the Forgotten Realms. You've done jobs for them in the past. It's been very profitable and lucrative, so you're always looking for new jobs from the Zentarum. And one of these jobs approaches you one night where you guys are staying, and you see a human kind of approach you guys. He says, "Hey, you guys are ready for some work?"
Sure. Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. All right, good. My name is Simon Tallfeathers, and I need something brought somewhere. And I heard you guys are really good at delivery jobs, possibly a little bit dangerous. You in so far?
I don't have hands, but I bring stuff well.
Well, your specific talents is exactly one of the reasons why we approached you guys instead of all the other adventuring groups that are out there.
Excellent.
Cool. So we need you guys to go to the Underdark.
I do declare. Can you repeat that?
It's the Underdark. It's underneath the Forgotten Realm, the Faerun. It's where dreams go to die.
Drow and demons and all that.
There's some of that there. Yeah, sure. But you guys know how to avoid such dangers, right?
I do.
I don't know if I'd say avoid.
No, not avoid.
So much as directly come in contact, but sure, yeah.
All right. Well, before we go any further, I want to know a little bit more about you. Before I'm not. You guys look like you know what you're doing, but I want to make sure. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Cast a prestidigitation, let my cloak flow out and blow aside.
Fancy.
I'm Sir Wifflebottom.
Sir Wifflebottom.
Yes.
Is that an honorary title, or did you earn it?
Absolutely.
Well, good. Congratulations to you. You get a prize.
Do you have any money?
Yeah, I will when the job's complete.
What guarantees do you have for us?
Yeah, I'm an agent. I have a long list of contacts who can vouch for me, which I'm sure you guys have already looked into, or you wouldn't even be here right now. So tell me what you can do, Sir Wifflebottom.
Well, I can destroy pretty much anything that gets in our way.
Oh, well, that's handy. Great. What about you, Floaty?
My name is Babette, in fact. You would be seeing me as a shape of a beholder. However, I'd be casting friends on you and trying to sort of deceive you that I'm not too scary of a beholder. I'm actually quite a nice beholder to look at.
Very nice.
But
yes.
as you might be able to tell, I've been in the Underdark once or twice before. So I think I'm the beholder for the job.
Great. To be clear, you're not an actual beholder.
No,
is
I'm
that
not.
right?
I really would like to be one day. I don't quite have the powers of a beholder. As you can see, my stalks are a little limp.
Yeah.
It happens
Yeah.
to every beholder every now and then.
You see, what can a warlock do? You make a pact with an archfey, and you want the form of the beholder, and you just get the form and not the power. What can I say? I was a little duped, but I'm on a mission to maybe one day get these things to work.
Earn your stocks.
Earn my stocks. We'll
I
see.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this job might be just the ticket for you.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, little one?
Oh, that's very rich. That's nice. My name's Garrett, and I hit things with a long sword that are usually bigger than I am, big guy.
Yes.
Well, like demons.
Well, you do seem to be half my size.
That's mostly true, depending upon your perspective and where you might be standing or kneeling, as the case may soon be if this conversation continues.
Your threats and your reputation precede you, so I understand that you have the skills needed to take down any danger that gets in the way of delivering this package. So
That makes one of us.
your surliness will be dismissed. Thank you.
I do declare my name is Cletus Netherbottom. I run the Sword Coast Circus. Surely you've heard of us, you know.
I
On-
have.
on the coast.
Yes, I've lost quite a quite a bit of coin in the last one I went to.
Our great attractions, you know, the bearded dragons, fabulous. Anyway, my special ability is I like to reach into the interplanar realms and grab various materials out of them and then summon them to life, you know, a little bit of creature combat, kind of my specialty, a little illusion magic.
I see, so you're a magician.
I'm a magician, quite literally, really.
Yes, and the bearded dragons of which you speak, they're not actually real, right?
That's a trade secret.
Well played. All right then. Well, it seems like you guys, and of course, female aberrations, would be just a ticket. We need you guys to go to a Xantarum contact in a secret location called Mantol-Derith. Are you familiar with it?
Very secret.
Been there once or twice.
It's in the
Absolutely
it's in the
not.
Underdark. It's pretty much a place where the Xantarum and the Drow and the Snurfnebelin, deep gnomes is what most people call them. But
Ugly.
yeah, I know you have a particular distaste for them.
Maybe.
But
Probably.
and of course the Duergar have an uneasy truce, but we do business there, and we've had an order come from someone who's there right now for this package to be delivered, and he picks up a big sack, and he says, "Here you go. Here's a haversack. You guys can take this. Don't even bother trying to open it, though. It's specifically made for our clients' wishes. Only he will know how to open it. So,
Now, if I may ask, what's inside the package?
well, you're going to have to ask the recipient.
And who is?
I do not know, to be honest. I got this from my agent, and I'm merely passing it on to you.
Sounds pretty safe.
I mean, did you mention who the recipient was?
Yes,
Exactly.
it is a person by the name of Grazilax.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a medical
Can one of you arm-wielding folk pick up the package and let me know how much it weighs?
Well, I'm pretty much the size of the package, so it's not going to be me.
I've got nice hefty arms from lifting up all those elephants and stuff, so I'm going to just pick it up.
To be clear, they're fake elephants, right?
There are no elephants around here. They are fake elephants, it's true.
So you look very strong, of course. Here you go. And you pick it up, and it's quite light. It's only about 3 or 4 pounds.
Oh, okay.
It feels kind of light only up in here, kind of like, the days when it's nice in the moontime.
That's absolutely. I cast Mage Hand and sort of grab it from him. I can carry that for us if we want.
Interesting. All right, showing your skill already. I see.
Can hold up to 10 pounds, so.
Doing well. Doing
Yeah.
well. So, you guys can. I'll tell you the exact cavern here on the surface, which will take you down to Mantol-Derith. You'll pass by a bunch of Xantarum agents who are there to protect you, but you will have the password, so don't worry about that. And let me just make sure you know what the password is. It is iBite, which I'm sure was created specifically for you guys.
I bite.
Exactly.
I'll remember that one.
It seems almost preordained by the god of fate. And of course, as I said, I will, or the Xantarum will reward you handsomely if, upon completion of this job. You will get 10,000 gold pieces, which you're free to divvy up amongst yourselves, or invest, or blow it all on drink and whores, whichever you like.
A little bit of pocket change.
A bit, just a bit, yeah. In fact, I've never seen 10,000
take
gold
your
pieces in one place, so if I wasn't on my way to retirement and was crazy enough to go into the Underdark, I might take this job myself. I mean, I'm sure you guys will do fine.
Yeah.
If you've never seen 10,000 gold pieces, how are we going to get 10,000 gold pieces?
Again, I am just an agent. The Xantarum will deliver to you. You'll probably never see me or meet me again.
Really?
Yes.
Ever?
I can't promise it, but
Oh, no, that makes me sad.
it's a big
It's
world.
very disappointing, actually.
I don't know.
Do you want to grab some food sometime?
Yeah.
Grab a
Well, you
drink.
guys, speaking of food, you should get as much provisions as you possibly can before you head down to the Underdark.
What kind of weather's like down there? Is it like temperate or?
It's quite warm. You'll be comfortable. There's not a lot of readily available food, though, so you should be aware of that.
Don't eat the giant mushrooms.
Well, in fact, there actually are quite a bit of edible fungus, which you can eat, and
not
will
the
be the only
giant
way you
ones.
can scavenge, unless, of course, you want to eat the souls of your enemies.
I'm getting there.
Gamey.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true warlock.
All right.
Excellent. So, any other questions?
No, I can't
I'm-
really think of any.
I'll probably think of one eventually once you're gone and we'll never see you again.
Are you sure you can't
Yeah.
like leave a pigeon?
Like, yeah. Is
Something.
there any way we can get a
Some
hold of
way
you?
of getting in
'Cause
touch.
just-
How much is it to have you come with us?
yeah.
Oh, there's
I am not for hire. This is strictly a job for you.
Do you leave
Where-
an address so we can come check and say hi later?
I live in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, okay.
You can
That's.
find me there.
It's lovely.
We'll just go to the whole place of Waterdeep. and-
Yeah,
The entire
should be
trip.
no problem. The yawning portal is always a good place to look,
Okay.
but that is if you guys survive the
Okay.
mission.
Now,
Well, no.
I suppose one tiny detail. Where do we enter the Underdark?
As I said, I'll give you directions.
Okay.
And
All right,
yeah,
let's
any-
go on then. Eh?
Well, first let's shop a little bit, get our provisions.
That's
Unless
fine
you
with
guys
me.
already
I
had
mean, no,
provisions. I don't have
really
provisions.
wanna be
my
fat of
greatest
fungus,
provision
so-
is my brain, so I'm in good shape.
And when in a couple days when your brain gets hungry, I'll have food.
The rest of you will also get hungry. Just as a side note, your brain
Yeah.
and then the rest of you.
Anyway,
It's all just an illusion.
I'll quickly grab provisions.
Okay, yeah, and we
Yeah.
can. That's fine. You will
Okay.
have, say you guys get like 30 days
Yeah.
worth of rations,
Okay.
or whatever, however much you want to get. That's
What would
fine.
you say the
Sounds
average
great.
weight of like 30 pints worth of ale? Like,
30 pints worth of
just
ale.
wondering.
It's,
I mean,
Just
you know,
roll a keg.
that's a
Yeah.
pretty big keg, probably medium-sized keg,
Yep.
which we'll say is about 50 pounds.
Sorry, my mage hand is already carrying the box.
the box. Well, all right, just checking.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, ask for a friend.
All right, so you guys have
Good call.
the haversack. You're meeting Grazilax and Mantol-Derith. Password is I bite.
I bite.
All right, good luck.
I bite. I bite. Okay.
Yes,
Anyone
you
remember
do.
that guy's
And you
name?
probably should.
No, I was actually hoping somebody
Yeah.
had written it down. 'cause I
Does
know who
anyone
it is,
remember his
but
name?
Kinda
Like,
sounds
I
like a
really
flower
was
fruit basket. Is that
sad that I never see him
Short
again, but then I
feathers?
realized I don't remember his name.
Tall feathers.
Tall
Simon
feathers.
Tall Feathers.
Short
Okay.
feathers.
Tall
Short feathers.
feathers.
I believe he definitely
Short
had some
skin.
feathers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
All right.
So you
So-
guys follow his directions. You go to the cavern. You go through.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah,
It's kind of hidden. You see once you get close to the entrance, it's a cavern, and it kind of goes down, and you see human guards kind of just there, and they say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I bite.
Well, I believe we're going in to deliver this package.
I was for the password immediately.
As soon as, did you say? Okay, yeah, fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys go, and every once in a while you meet another group of guards, and they do the same thing. They challenge you, and I assume you also whisper "I bite" to them.
I'll let him say it once.
I bite.
Yep, fine. Go ahead. Sure, no
Stay
problem.
with beholder.
Have fun.
I want to ask.
They seem to be like nod and like wink knowingly. Like, enjoy.
Sure.
Excuse me, little guy. I'm kind of curious. What you know? What's all down here? Do you know a Grazilax or any way to contact him or her?
No, I haven't heard of him. No, he might be down in the.
Grazilax.
From
You might remember that name. No. Grazzle to his friends.
Grazzling.
Laxy.
maybe.
Sorry,
Excellent.
I'm just a guard.
Laxative
Laxative.
to the enemies.
What do you?
Smooth exit on this one. It's
You
cool.
need to poop or something?
There we go. Keep going. Down the stairs, leaving them behind.
Yeah, as you walk away from that particular
Just
group, he's like,
there we
"Well,
are.
the Underdark is such a bunch of weirdos. Always weird people
Not
going
even
down there. So you guys, you
downstairs
travel
yet.
down for almost like 1 or 2 days.
Wow.
Going down, and you realize the
Okay.
temperature starts to rise a little bit. It's a little bit warm, a little bit moist, but it's generally a straight path until you get to the opening of a very large cavern, and you see before you a kind of placid lake underground.
That's weird.
And there's a little bit of light here from the bioluminescent fungus and fungi that you see all over you. You also, every once in a while, you'll see patches of kind of almost like looking like glowing crystals, which very much like the backdrop
I was
we
wondering
have.
if you were pointing it out.
Yeah,
Why? It's
well, kind of like the glowing
Sort of.
tentacles, of course.
Okay.
Turn this on.
It is also the backdrop on the Twitch channel for you guys at home. And you see a very, in the middle of this kind of lake area, you see a very large stone structure coming up from it. And it looks like a natural stalactite almost, but it's very large, only hundreds of feet across.
Is it coming out of?
Down.
Above?
Coming down.
Tight.
Yeah, coming down. But it reaches, it tapers until it reaches a point that's almost touches the ground.
Tight. It's like holds on tight.
Nice.
That might reach the top.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last set of guards who are
From
right
the
there
Underdark.
just say, yeah, just go ahead. It's around the back. And you guys go to a kind of a switchback path is what you see leading up to the stalactite, the very large stalactite.
Got it. Sorry, I missed that part. I'm still learning about stalactites. Very sorry.
Stalagmite,
No,
stalactite.
got it now.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
There's a mnemonic about it, but I don't remember it. I actually had to look it up. So you see a path that goes up, and it seems like from where you guys had entered this large cavern, you have a vantage point where you can see this path, but you get the sense that it would be hidden to any other vantage point.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do
There's
you
a
guys?
lot of stairs. Are we going to go there?
Oh, I don't care about stairs. I'm floating, so.
Is the ground beneath me kind of like more malleable or rather hard?
No, it's rock. Definitely hard rock. You see again little pieces, patches of fungus and stuff that's growing closer to the edges of the water, but also through the tunnel.
I take out a crossbow bolt and make a small X on the bottom, so if I ever come back here again, I know exactly where I had to go up at.
Okay, cool, understood.
I think we should proceed onward, right?
I think
We can't
so.
be
Absolutely.
late.
We
Yeah,
should.
yeah.
We didn't come this far for.
Timeliness is always a pleasure. I mean, as a barbarian, I'm sure you know a thing or two about being timely.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Timely.
A timely sword.
How much can you carry exactly?
Barely anything, really.
Barely.
It's
Okay.
a life of leisure.
I'm just gonna harump then.
His name
Yeah.
is Whifflebottom. I
That's
mean.
fair.
We did bring you to carry things, yes.
No,
May I remind you, I'm the one who's carrying all the stuff right now. I'm carrying the box. It's very important.
How much more can you carry?
7 pounds. Yeah.
All right.
I suppose you could carry me
6 to
upstairs.
Never
7.
mind.
You could probably carry this little
I was
Garrett
just
fella.
hoping maybe if
Yeah,
you
you
just
could-
had a little extra room.
You could hop on the. How much do you weigh?
More than 7.
Okay, no.
So
All right.
I've
Well,
lost most of.
I'm fine going up the stairs because I don't have to walk, but you're all good.
Let's just go.
So she's
All
just
right.
floating. She's
Yeah.
floating along up there. for you.
Yeah.
Onwards we go.
Aye.
All right then, you guys go up the path,
Flanking.
and you get all the way up there, and then you see a door. You enter like more of an enclosed kind of cavern area. You feel like you're finally on the inside of this large stalactite, and you see
Thing.
it's just kind of simple stone door in front of you.
Doors, I'm not so good with.
I'm always a fan of opening doors.
That's fair.
Would you rather kick it in if you want to do
I'm
the
not gonna
honor?
lie. I don't really like doors very much. They're kind of
Aversion
always
to
in my
doors.
way.
Yeah,
I
They're
agree.
a big aversion to doors.
The door could be open or kicked in, or I could dematerialize it. But whichever option we choose, I think that door should go away.
I think kicking. I like the idea of kicking. I think that would be grand.
Please kick away.
Excellent. I'm gonna rage at the door, just very angrily, aggressive with it.
That's my favorite
all right.
band in Waterdeep.
You go up to shake it, and it doesn't budge. It makes a little bit of a rattling sound as the catch kind of goes, and you hear a voice, "Who goes there?"
I bite.
All right, fine. And the door
Oh,
opens.
it still works.
And
Gonna keep
you
trying
guys
that one.
enter, or you see
Ridiculous.
beyond just a human who kind of opens the door, and he says, "All right, yeah,
Pretty
you
sturdy
guys
locking
can
up.
come in. Welcome to Mantol-Derith." And you see a rectangular room with a lot of small canvas stalls. It's about 40 feet by 70 feet, so kind of a large area. And you see lots of merchants going about their business, unpacking things, speaking to customers, and a few people just lounging, enjoying a break. But also floating in the corner, you see a beholder.
I think for the rest of my life, whenever someone doesn't let me in somewhere, I'm just tell them I bite and see if it works.
I think it's a great idea. It's actually very efficient. It's very efficient.
Can I try and look as small and unassuming and unbeholder-like as possible for a beholder to do?
Okay. And then
Yeah.
you enter?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey, do you see the beholder? Look over there.
Oh, yeah,
Looks
no,
like there's a
I
beholder.
don't-
You could go talk to him.
Don't you
No.
know that? Could he be your cousin?
Never
You've
met.
got to make friends
Is that what you do?
to get out of
That's
the
all
house.
right.
I'm gonna just try playing with the lock a little bit. I'm still kind of pissed about the door thing. Not gonna lie.
So we got through.
The guard kind of tries to close the door.
It's a very sturdy lock. I just,
Yeah, well,
kind of annoying.
we know how to make locks. We kind
great.
of have to
Good
protect
for
our
you.
stuff.
Well, you know what they say. When one door closes, another one's ready to get kicked down.
That's my boy.
Excellent enough.
Can I minor illusion like a blanket over my head? So I
Yeah,
just look like a Pac-Man ghost.
absolutely.
Like, all
Okay,
right.
so you guys are a human, a halfling, a
Sheet.
uh,
Okay.
Inky
Yeah.
is there, and
Dragonborn.
Thank you.
Dragonborn. Oh, I didn't realize you were Dragonborn. Okay, so then also a human
Yeah.
dragon is there.
Great.
Great.
Typical dragon.
Yeah. All right.
Circus.
And then you see an exit, kind of like double doors,
Okay.
kind of directly across from where you guys are.
We should
Who
go
do
through
I
the-
see walking directly in front of me?
I'm a merchant.
I just tap Merchant on the shoulder and say, "Do you know a Grazilax? I'm kind of new in these parts."
Doesn't ring a bell. I don't know. You might want to check in the main area
I'm gonna lean
between the
back
enclaves.
and yell at that moment, Grazilax, really loud. Can I just do that? I feel
Sure.
like that's an efficient way to find someone
Yeah.
in a room full of people. It's just Grazilax.
How rude of you.
So it's
Ah.
it's
It's
not quite a
worked.
record scratch, but everybody kind of
Yep.
and you hear a
Any
kind
of
of a deep rumbling voice coming from the corner, and the beholder looks at you and says, "Excuse me."
Are you Grazilax?
No,
Then why are you talking right now?
because I'm in charge here. What's the matter? Who's Grazilax? And why do you want him?
Is it clear
I
that
personally don't actually want him. We're just we have a bag with a sheet with a bag for
is it
delivery.
wait, is it a bag or a box?
Do you gesture
thought it was a
towards
bag.
towards her?
I thought it was a box.
Wait, is it?
No, it's a bag.
It's a bag.
It's a
Okay.
satchel. It's a haversack.
Okay, it's
We
a
heard
bag.
you like bags, so we
Okay.
put a bag next to a bag.
a little bit of bag deception going.
It's a
I'm
white
confused.
sheet.
I
Try
actually
saying the words.
hate bags.
Good, then you'll want to get rid of this
You
one like
see-
me.
You
as soon as
see
possible.
his very wide, like 5 foot long mouth
Grin.
smile.
From beneath the sheet.
Ah!
I bite.
All the eye stalks and his big eye wink at you.
Oh, okay.
I bite.
Yeah, that doesn't. I
No.
don't. That's just to get in the door, people.
I think we've reached the eye bite.
Is this done here? Just
yeah.
Pocket that one for
The
later.
eye
Eye
bite
bite
climax.
singularity.
I'm not going to give up on it.
Yeah. no.
Oh, later.
One of the merchants, a human, kind of dark-skinned, looks at you and goes, "I know Grazilax is."
You're helpful. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know about the rest of these
You might
people.
want to apologize to Lorthun, though.
I'm sorry, who?
The Lorthun, the
Blinky.
person in charge. Yes.
Aye. Now,
You might want to get on his good side. Is all I'm
does
saying.
anybody articulate?
Uh,
Is that a thing? Can
I
one of you
cast-
articulate?
can I cast friends on him?
On who?
On
Blinky?
Blinky.
Would you say his name actually
Yeah,
is?
you can
I'll
try.
try.
What, is there a save on that?
Yeah, one sec. And I okay.
What is it?
Charisma. I just have advantage on. Oh, sorry, I cast it on me. I think I have advantage on charisma checks directed towards a certain creature of my choice. So I'd be directing it towards him.
Okay.
Yep. So
So,
just having advantage.
what do you say? So you've cast it on yourself.
I say, we'd like, and again, hopefully he can't tell I'm a beholder. I'm just a sheet. Don't know what he thinks
Like, talking
of
sheets
me,
are not a thing, though.
You're a
but
floating spherical object. So.
yeah, no, I'm just under a sheet.
Okay.
Just to say that we're sorry for what did we do?
It was actually just me.
Oh,
really. I just
why
asked
am
you
I?
to-
I was
asked
just
you
trying to be
do it.
nice.
I
Okay,
just asked you
I'm
to
sorry
do
for
it.
him.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're sorry.
I'm sorry for him.
That's fine.
For him.
Just we're trying to conduct business here,
Okay.
so just you screaming out loud. doesn't really help anything.
Totally understandable. We will not infractionize that again. My question to you, sir, is what's going on around these parts? What's the kind of jibbery-walkery happening in these places?
You're making up a lot of words, sir.
I make up a lot of things.
Do you speak in, what language are you speaking?
It's common.
It's common? Okay. Well, there's lots of stuff going on, but you can speak to one of my agents. I'm busy.
Just curious, what kind of business are you personally conducting with all those iStocks of yours?
Okay, so all of them now, he has now your direct attention. And he's like, so I'm getting, this is, the entire group, and, you know, it kind of went back to business after you apologized, and you know, the murmur of business began again, but then it also kind of starts to dwindle when you start questioning him. He's like, I said you could speak to one of my agents. I didn't say you could address me directly. I have more important things to do than to talk to shifters like you. You may have known the password, you may be working with this Zentarum, that's fine. But don't think I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and listen to what you're doing.
Well, excuse me. Okay.
You are excused. Seriously, you are excused.
We're
you may leave
excused.
now.
I mean, I'll hold that.
I'm gonna go ahead and sneak just away.
Yeah,
quietly.
me too.
Just gonna use that.
Kinda.
I don't know. I have a stealthy thing. I'm gonna use it. Do that.
That's fine. And he kind of, you know, he kind of turns, after that dismissal, he kind of turns his big eye away, but you see an iStock is kind of still looking in your direction.
Okay. That's
Curious.
So,
yeah.
So what do y'all think? Should we
Feel
try and
very
find one of his
inadequate.
agents, or just continue looking for
Well,
Grazilax?
there was
Well, there was
the
yeah.
guy that wanted to talk
The
to
guy-
us, and then we had to say we're
Yeah, he's-
sorry,
The
and
Grazilax
then
guy. Yeah, do we still see Grazilax guy? The dude who knew something about Mr. Grazilax.
Yeah, he kind of did what all, you know, the like
back away thing?
back away thing. But as that situation seems to resolve, he looks and he says, yeah, come this way.
Excellent.
right.
I think we should follow him.
I think that's
yeah.
a great idea.
Okay, so he takes you outside this rectangular enclave, and he says, "Well, you guys sure know how to make an entrance, but here's the more common area." And you guys enter into another large cavern. You can tell it's kind of the interior of this large stalactite. There's a large fissure down the center of it, and there is what looks like 4 different enclaves. You guys enter from one corner, and the human says, "This is the Zentarum kind of enclave. Over there, you got the Duergar, there's the Drow, and there's the Deep Gnomes. This is where we kind of conduct our business between each other.
Gross.
Here, and you see a bunch of again stalls, crates of goods. One of them's cracked open, and you see what looks like pieces of fungus kind of spilling out, and one merchant it looks like he's trying to hawk his wares, and while he's doing so, he's kind of munching on a piece and doing all that. You see the Deep Gnomes over in the corner have got an array of gems in front of them with a Duergar kind of brokering and talking with them, trying to sell some gems. So it's kind of hustling bustle. Doesn't look like there's a lot of residences here. Like it seems like the area is specifically made for commerce and for talking and making deals
And garbage.
and garbage. Well, the garbage all goes thrown into the large trench,
I'm
which separates.
specifically referring to the little gnome people.
You say that to the human?
I'm just gonna mumble it to myself.
Okay. He kind of side eyes you, but doesn't really.
Good.
Now, so I see you said there are kind of 3 different races that all conduct business under the here Safarin, but I'm looking for a Grazilax. So who can you tell me is here that I might want to correspond with about Mr. Grazilax?
Well, it's lucky you. I happen to just hear you bellow that name out.
It's pretty fortuitous, I must say.
It really is.
It's a rare chance.
You're welcome.
I was just talking to a new friend of mine who I've recently met, and he was extremely nervous. But he mentioned also the name Grazilax, and well, I figured, for a fee, I might be able to connect you two.
A fee.
Fee.
A fee.
Fee.
A fee.
We're all trying to make a buck here, aren't we?
Yeah, it's true.
What kind of fee are you looking to get recompense
Well,
for?
it depends on what's. Is it worth your while?
let me give you the lowdown, okay? So we're on a mission to deliver a package to Mr. Grazilax. So you connect us, we'll be happy to cut you in on some of our profits. By we, I mean me, because other party members probably won't agree. But I'm interested. If you can lead us to the person we need to talk to, I could cut you in on like 1% or something.
1% of how much?
Your
A
share.
thousand.
Yeah,
a thousand gold pieces.
You'll, all right.
That's 1% of that, though. Of that number.
Go
Nothing
ahead.
more than that.
What's your passive perception scores, you guys?
15.
15 for Garrett.
Sorry. 13.
13.
15.
15 and 12. Okay. So those of you guys are all pretty perceptive. You see a look of utter surprise for a split second flash across his face. He's like, all right, done.
Shit.
All right, he's right. Come here, right this way. So he takes you.
Let me just jump in at once. Right.
You guys see that you're kind of on the western side of the fissure that goes down the center of the big open area, and he takes you across. There's two bridges that cross the large fissure in the middle, and he takes you across the southernmost one to a three extremely odd-looking people even for the Underdark.
Odder than
A floating sheet.
Yeah, even for you guys, right? So you see a kind of short, almost your size looking humanoid, pale skin, holding a large staff that looks like it has a weird hook on it with feathers attached to it, and weird glowing eyes. You also see what only can be really described as a fish person. And then there's also a kind of a lizard-like humanoid. They're all sitting huddled together, and looks like they're in a conference. They're very much like whispering, talking to each other, mentioning, trying to be as secretive as possible. But your contact kind of walks up to them and says, "Hey, why?" And the short person with the staff looks up, and you see his eyes are just a little bit freaky, a little bit crazy, and he says, "Yeah, what do you want?" And these guys are looking for Grazilax. What? Okay, go. And then your human contact is like, "Well, done."
Of course, we'll pay you upon receipt
Yeah,
of
we said-
everything.
we said
I mean, we got to
10%
make sure we're
of
actually
what
going to
we got
Grazilax.
What do you got?
I thought we
What do you got on you right now?
1%.
1% of that.
I'll give you a crossbow bolt.
I got.
A crossbow bolt.
I'd be willing to part with 2 gold pieces I have on me.
Give it to me now.
Damn it.
Okay, there you go.
What else you got?
2 gold pieces.
You said 1,000 gold pieces.
No, I said
No,
1%
I said
of
1%
1,000
of
gold
1,000
pieces
gold
if you were
pieces.
listening.
what you said. You
Is that not what I said? That's
I
exactly
said,
what
what is 1%? And you said 1,000.
No, I said
I said
that.
1%
I said you
of
have
the-
Fine. He takes the 2 gold pieces, and he's like, good. It took me 5 minutes of work. Thanks. And he
Exactly.
just goes away.
And that, my friends, is show business.
So the person that was referred to as Y looks at you. What do you know about Grazilax? Do you know where he is? We're gonna find
you
him.
handle the diplomacy
No,
of
that's-
this one, boy.
We're looking for him.
Yeah.
And you see the lizard-like looking creature. Says, frickin' I told you that I wouldn't even know. And as he kind of speaks, you get this terrible stench kind of seems to be emanating from him.
It's gross.
He's like, don't listen to Stinky. He doesn't matter. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Do you know where he is? You don't know where he is? I know you know where he is. You wouldn't say his name if you didn't know where he was.
You know where he is.
Now, he is
I don't know where he is.
Here's the situation, good sir. We will give you more information about Grazilax soon as y'all tell us which one is the Grazilax or where to go to visit a Grazilax, or any information hereby contorting messages about Grazilax, or whatever's in that little brain of yours about Grazilax. I'm interested in Grazilax, and we are too. So we'll tell you as soon as you tell me more about Grazilax as well as this yonder party here.
Ditto. I like you. You're good. Okay. I don't know where Grazilax is. He was taken. He's taken. We don't know. He's gone. He's got to get out of here.
Where? Where was he?
Taken.
We don't know.
How do you
But-
know he was taken?
Because
Why?
we came here with him. Now he's gone.
You came here with Grazilax. You
Yeah.
know him. You're friends?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
Who took him? When was he taken?
just last week.
Okay.
What's he look
10
like?
Like at
days.
night? I mean, well, it's like all dark
Grazilax?
down here, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's a mind flayer.
Okay.
All right. Pretty tall.
Yeah, pretty tall. Yeah,
Okay.
really smart. Really smart.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of associates does Grazilax have besides
Us.
yourself?
We're his associates. We're the Society of Brilliance. You've heard of us, right?
Oh, yeah.
A
Totally.
brilliant person
Yeah.
would probably have heard of you. It's true.
We're all brilliant. It's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And the fish person kind of says,
Clearly, this is a case where we have to discover the possible thing that we should be doing, which is to be rescuing our souls.
Or Grazilax.
I don't
yeah,
know.
I think
I don't know.
Grazilax.
That seems crazy.
I
But
bite.
I think we should rescue Grazilax.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Did it work?
I bite.
I bite.
Who bite?
I bite.
I
Why do you bite? Don't bite.
Never mind.
Okay,
Nothing.
didn't work here. Well, we're looking for Grazilax, and he was taken last week.
Now,
Why are you
And
looking
you
for
don't-
Grazilax?
No reason.
We'll
Wait.
make you
He
an
runs
offer.
a society
still have-
of brilliance. We want to
What?
join.
Why are you talking to me? You have is that cloth on you?
Just like turn around.
What are you?
It's my pet.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you have a sentient pet?
No.
Oh.
She's not sentient.
Ah.
Now, sorry, as the leader of this here adventuring
Oh,
group,
you're the leader. Okay. good.
you must understand. It's true.
Yes.
So, here's the deal. We will take you to Grazilax for 50 gold pieces apiece.
That's 50 gold for every Grazilax you bring us to.
Okay. Yeah. We think we know where he is, actually. We actually were just kind of talking about it, but I didn't know if I could trust you guys. But
Now,
you seem really nice, and you're really smart, and I think that you'll be able to figure it out.
well, as a brilliant person, I would
So
hope
we think Beholder took him.
Beholder to.
Yeah.
Sounds likely. So we'll pay you once we have Grazilax. As I'm sure you're excited to see him as well. Is that not correct?
We are very excited.
Can I try and roll to see whether I think he's telling the truth, that he knows where Grazilax is?
Sure.
Okay. 17 plus, what would it be?
You think he's crazy,
Okay.
but you think he kind of does know. Yes.
Okay. Alright.
He doesn't look like he's lying.
Okay.
And he kind of sees you studying him through your sheet.
Yeah. There's
Do you take the sheet off?
the sheet.
The minor illusion of the sheet.
The sheet is still there.
The sheet is still there.
There's no eye holes because it is an illusion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
He would just see placid sheet.
Well, we think Peebles took him. Peebles maybe might have taken him to where the beholder was, and you. Yeah. Do you guys
Where's
want to help
that?
us? You said you could.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Cool. Well, let's. Yeah, I think we can go. You guys,
Okay.
I think they're going to be able to help us. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for help, and you guys are, Wait, why were you looking for Grazilax again?
Yeah, it's not important.
Ah.
he kind of looks at you, and the fish person looks at you and goes,
Well, clearly he's got what Grazilax has ordered. That's why they're here. It's like, yeah, I know, but I was just asking him. You don't have to be a know-it-all all the time.
So he says, all right, well, I know where Peoples is staying. We go to him. He can take us to the Beholder. We'll get Grazilax, and we'll be good.
Okay.
Make sense?
Sounds
Any questions?
acceptable.
No. I
Lots,
lots
of
of questions.
lots of questions, but none to ask at this
None we're
juncture.
asking now.
All right then. You guys ready? Let's go.
All right.
We'll go to Peebles.
Which way is it?
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah. We just started walking.
Good question. I don't know.
Oh.
We gotta find Peebles.
We have don't worry.
Peebles.
We've got a great methodology for finding people.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say their name was again?
Peebles.
Peebles.
All right,
Okay.
we're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll get Peebles for you guys.
Yeah, people.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right, everybody, welcome back to one of our intermissions. We're doing great. We've raised $57,500 so far for Children's Miracle Network Hospital, so thank you all so much for your contributions so far. We still have lots of exciting items, which we'll talk about now. We still have a few things left over from the first slot, including a couple copies of the Underdark miniatures here. Those are from the classic D&D game, and those are available for $25 each. One of the reminders is that we do free shipping for all of these items, and so you'll be contacted after you donate to provide that information. We also still have the shirts that I am wearing. We've recently updated our Extra Life page, so if you want examples or links to any of the things that we are donating, you can find those at the bit.ly site that's on the video. Those links are all below. One of the things that we added last session was these players' handbooks that now have a special insert with inside that you can get inspiration. Alyssa accidentally wrote one of these on Out of the Abyss.
He was distracting me.
Yeah, so now the Dungeon Master in that one, I guess, can get inspiration for the monsters, whatever that means. All right, let's bring on Chuck, one of the players, to talk a little bit about how the game is going so far.
Hello.
Hi, Chuck.
Hello.
Well, so far we're doing pretty good. We got the passcode. That should work on everybody. Just eye bite and move on.
I bite and move on.
Yeah.
Not literally biting their eyes.
Not yet.
Okay.
So far, just saying eye bite has got us through everything.
You do have a beholder, so that seems like that would be difficult on a beholder, an eye biting, because they've got all the eyes, right?
It takes more time, but
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
sure,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is your? Tell us a little bit about your character.
well, my character was a challenge I put forward to the people who are on my Facebook to make the most difficult character they possibly could for me. They came up with Sir Fluffington of Whifflebottom, the second,
The second.
a dragonborn who's the second son of their king, so he has nothing to do but upset his father by adventuring. He's joined the Zentarum for this quest, again to upset his father,
Right, okay.
but now he's the lawful good
Got
character
some-
stuck in a Zentarum plot.
Oh, fun. It's got some daddy issues, is
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
hearing.
just
Yeah.
a couple.
Yeah, okay. And is that so? The difficulty with that was trying to make a character to role play that was just completely
Yeah, absurd.
ridiculous. Yeah.
A wild mage who's also
Yeah.
lawful good. And
Yeah. Do you have to pronounce your name completely every time you do
Not
it?
every time.
No,
They
okay.
didn't catch me on that one,
All
so
right,
I'm
that's-
clear.
That was good. What does your character think of the other characters so far?
They're crazy people, and the sooner he gets away, the better.
All right, yeah. Do
But
you
he
feel
also
like-
wants a
Fair.
he wants a
good.
dragon worth of hoard gold to lie on. So
Okay. So he has inherits some of those
Oh,
draconic
certainly. Yeah,
characteristics.
he'd
He just
probably
wants
be gone
to
already.
Scrooge McDuck that crap, just
Yep.
all right. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us, Chuck. We're
you.
going to be joining the others shortly, so we will see you back in the game. Thanks.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk a little bit about, you can go ahead and head on out. We're going to talk a little bit about our new item that's up. This would be the novel by R.A. Salvatore, Archmage, not Archmage.
So there has been a
It's both.
debate if it's Archmage or Archmage. I think it's 50-50 in the office.
No, it's not. It is like 25-1.
Oh, yeah, 25. I don't think that's even a ratio. We have 23 people working. Anyway, whatever. There aren't 26 of us. We even have, I know that there are at least 3 of us that say Archmage. I say Archmage now just because this guy was harassing me for a while, but...
It's not an arc, like, the mage has no arc. It's not like, Lich's arc or...
I think you're being very close-minded about this issue. I think it really could be either.
No.
It's all up for interpretation.
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Anyway, you want this.
Yeah. So how much was that one? That's going to be... We didn't write it down.
We didn't write it down.
How much is it?
50.
Oh,
50.
this is going for 50. That is, I think it just came out, so
Yep.
It's new still. This is the first of 3 books, so be on the lookout. More to come on the other 2. But.
Yeah, and actually we just had Ari Salvatore in the office a while ago, and he was doing some signings for us. This is tied into the whole Rage of Demons theme, so a lot of the stuff involving Dritz and Demogorgon that you're seeing all together in Rage of Demons is actually showing up in this novel. Yeah. Please go ahead and check out some of the items that we have on the page and hopefully donate to the children. We really appreciate it.
If you haven't yet seen the Rage of Demons teaser trailer, I would definitely check that out. I think that alludes to a lot of what happens in this book.
Indeed. Yeah. All right. Thanks. We'll see you in about an hour.
Hey everybody, we're back. Thank you for joining us for our Extra Life 48-hour stream. This is only session 2. We've got a lot more sessions to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our names are all prominently displayed, some of them correctly below us, so I won't bother introducing ourselves, but we're having lots of fun so far, and we'll get right back into it. So you guys were talking to the Society of Brilliance, or what was left of them, and Y says to you, I think I know where Peoples is.
Peebles.
Peebles.
Right.
Yeah.
You think you know where he is? We don't have to yell it really loud.
You don't need to yell really loud.
We
In fact,
we don't
well,
need to.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can if you want. You guys are weird anyway, so if you want to do weird stuff, that's cool.
I feel like it would be appropriate.
I do feel as though we only get so many yells, and perhaps it'd be wet better to save some of our yells for later on down the road when we need to find some other person.
Do you think there's some rules that only lets us do things a certain time per day?
Now, that's just crazy talk.
That's insane. I like you.
We've all got free will up in here, okay?
Less of a yell and more like it's just a slightly aggravated volume.
So the kind of lizard-like creature that smells really bad says, "Can we stop with all this nonsense and get to the point?"
Can we get you a breath mint?
Heard it before.
That was
You're
really
not the
nice.
first. You know, if you say it again, I'll give you a hug.
So, Peebles, everyone.
All right.
I bite.
So
Why do you always bite? You guys are weird. I love it. Let's go.
why don't you start moving in the direction of people's?
And we'll follow.
Yeah,
I see.
We'll follow you.
You're
this
a man
time.
of direction. I understand.
No, you are.
I am.
I'm the man in the
Direction
direction.
Well, you're more of a dragon, right? Okay. Yeah. By the way, nice scales. Really look good.
They're mine.
Yeah. What color are they? I'm a little colorblind.
They're very copper.
They're copper. Oh, I see.
Cheap.
Yeah.
You don't want any of them.
But they're funny. And tricksy?
No.
I like that.
You should want.
Okay. He's been walking the whole time as he's bantering with you. He kind of brings you across the chamber, and you see a deep gnome kind of sitting by himself. He's got looks like a leather satchel, but he's otherwise doesn't seem too concerned about what's going on. Every once in a while you see him kind of glance towards the enclave that you guys first came out of. But he then all of a sudden looks up as the 7 of you approach, and you kind of see him get a little bit panicked.
At this point, I would like to pull out my light hammer and just begin polishing it.
As you're walking towards him.
Aye.
He kind of sees that, and looks almost like a deer in headlights, totally frozen with fear.
Can I look around to see if there's any beholders in the area? Sort of a check.
Other than you?
Other than me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't appear.
Okay, I'll release my minor illusion.
So all of a sudden,
Right in front of him.
Yeah. He looks at you and he goes,
Holy shit.
and he's again. He almost seems really confused about what's happening. So
One might.
other than that, do you guys do anything, or do you approach?
Peebles?
Yeah.
I bite?
How do you know my name? And why are you talking to me?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. What do you want?
Sorry.
Now, excuse my
I'm gonna go this
rude
way.
little friends here. Sorry,
Let him
Peebles.
talk.
We're looking for a man by the hither name of Grazilax, and I've heard that you have information corresponding to his whereabouts.
Yeah, I think I know where he went. He talked to me, or he thought at me, as mind players do.
That's a funny joke.
Yeah, thanks. I've really been working on that. He asked me a couple questions a little while ago. What, is he not here?
Apparently he was taken and you know where he is.
Who said that?
Your
One
mind.
of the stinky ones?
My
Is he
mind?
there? Is he standing there?
Your mind said
My
that.
mind said that?
Your mind said that.
Oh.
Don't you know, Babette over here has the ability to read minds, so we know when you're doing something a little off.
Oh.
And right now, we can only read very specific parts of minds, specifically relating to if something bad happened to a person, and so we're kind of looking for where this person might be.
Okay. Well, I'll make you a deal. You guys don't hurt me, and I'll take you to where I think Grazilax is.
That's a great deal.
When you say you guys, never mind. You know what? No.
No.
All of you.
Yeah.
I mean, except, the weirdos. And he kind of gestures towards the Y and his cohorts. And the Y says, "Oh, we're coming with you. Oh, don't worry.
They're
We're all
coming?
good friends. We're all good friends."
Okay. We'll let them come.
I like them better.
People says, "Okay, well, it's a little bit away. You guys got enough food to last out there?"
We have like
Now,
28
Peebles,
days provisions.
I feel like
Oh,
so.
what's
yeah.
a day?
Oh, I could just do
How
it.
do
Just
you-
nobody would miss him.
I think we
It's
would.
like a-
now, Peebles, I must ask you, just a friend to
Why don't
friend
you
right
prolong
here.
this pain?
Is this gonna be a trap?
What's it?
Prolong it.
No, that's what?
Can I try and see if he's telling the truth?
Every day.
Sure. Roll an insight.
Insight. 12.
12.
I'm not very wise.
He says, who makes traps? They're so inefficient. If you wanted to kill something, you would just hit it, wouldn't
Agreed.
you? Right?
Sounds like someone who makes traps says.
Ooh, clever.
What are we
I
checking
don't know.
All right, so if you guys are ready,
He's
we
our
can
only
go.
I have a
lead.
danger sense against traps, just as a side note, out loud. I just said it, though. So,
In your accent, too.
We're just saying
So that
things
means
we
you said it out
have.
loud.
I have superior dark
Oh,
vision.
I can find traps too. I'm really good at that as well.
I'm sure you
We
can.
could be friends,
All right.
right, little buddy? And he like slaps you on the back. Come on,
Talk quickly
go.
out of the situation.
All right.
you guys have
Please.
all the stuff you need, right?
Now let's go.
All right.
28
On the
days
plus
provisions.
side, if he is a trap, you can kill him. That'd be great. So it's a kind of all upside. I would get the Grazilax or you kill this
Please
little
be a
fella.
trap.
So he will. We can get out of here this way. This place
Okay.
is dead anyway, right? Are you sure? You know why needs to come?
No.
Oh,
I kind of want to bring along all of my associates here. I feel like they could all be invaluable to the process.
And why, of course, speaks up and says, yeah, you're right. I like you so much. I think it's good. Because we want to find Grazilax too, and we're like friends. So it makes sense for us to find them, right?
In the show business, we call UY collateral.
Oh. Why?
That is your name. It's
Ah,
Yeah.
that's why I was given the Y name. I'm confused. Let's go. Peebles lead the way, and Peebles kind of goes, and you make your way out of Mantol-Derith, out of the large stalactite,
The only
and
one
again
who's-
you're in the very large cavern. It's dark. There's a floating. There's a large lake.
Okay.
You can hear kind of drips and drops of moisture kind of falling off of stalactites into the water. But you're traveling through the Underdark, which is always full of danger. You go through winds of caverns up around. You kind of leave the lake behind, and by any estimation, looks like you're going what you think is east. Generally, there's lots of switchbacks and turns, and if you question what's going on with the people who are from the Underdark, they'll just say that's how you have to do it to get around. Some time passes.
At every turn, I take out a crossbow bolt and just mark the ground a little bit. So if I have to retrace my steps, I could always kind of come back here.
Okay. Yeah. And Y looks at you after you do that, like the third time. He's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea. That won't last, but it's good for like a day or two, or what's a day? It's some time. It'll be there. It's good."
How long have you been walking?
You'll get tired.
Floating.
Pretty quick. Except for you, you're aching from all the floating and the gas that's inside you.
Yeah.
It's floating makes you float or whatever.
I could just go into a trance.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then everyone will know.
Yeah.
But it's time to take a long rest, and kind of like, all right, yeah, I guess this is a pretty safe area. We can stop here.
Okay.
About this much travel after we sleep, and we should be there.
Okay.
So who's going to take watch during the night? How should we split that up?
I fall asleep extremely easily. I don't think I could. It'd be safe if I took a watch.
I can take a watch, and then I can do. I can sleep for 4 hours.
I could take a watch.
I could take a watch.
In fact, I'd love to take a watch.
Okay.
I could take a watch, says the fish person.
No.
Nope.
Why do we have to go away from the lake again? I like lakes.
Right. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you
All right.
two take first watch. We'll take second, and I'll sleep.
That's 4 hours
Okay,
each.
cool, yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
People at in
I'll-
this particular situation?
I'll
Is that-
pretend
So
to
who's
sleep.
got first watch?
We do.
Okay.
Me and Garrett over here.
All right. The rest
Alright.
of them kind of hunker down and doesn't do
Sleep.
anything suspicious or anything. So, okay. That your watch passes uneventfully. Who's taking the second watch?
Unfortunately.
I guess, or we're doing it 2 and 2.
Why
Yeah.
says I'll take it with you? Yeah, sure. That'll be fine.
No,
yeah,
one
yeah,
of
no,
it-
don't worry about that. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'll watch with you.
All right.
Watch with me. Yeah.
Because you have a lot of
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
They're pretty. Y is really annoying and
Yes.
kind of chatters and talks to you
Uh-huh.
the entire time.
I'm in a trance. Or no, I was in a trance.
Well, if you're watching, you can't be in
half
a
trance.
A half trance.
Yeah.
A glazed.
Yeah.
Who's taking third watch?
My eye glazes over.
We're sleeping for more than 8 hours.
Oh, well, usually you'd split up for 3 times. But if you
Yeah.
want to just take 2 watches, that's fine.
Oh, wait.
2
I
of
can take another watch.
2 of 4.
If Peebles nearby, I can take another watch.
People says, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
do that.
that's fine.
I'll trance again.
Okay.
Neat.
And he kind of, grabs his leather satchel and kind of
Snuggles?
snuggles with it and says, "You hate me, don't you?"
No.
Oh, good.
No.
All right. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Good.
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 All right, 2 hours. Great. And you hear lots of moaning and wind coming from one of the passages that you had just exited. You're in a chamber with 2 exits, one and the passage you had just come from, and kind of startles you back to alertness. And people says, "Oh, never mind. That's just. It's been doing that a lot lately. You should be fine."
What's been doing that a lot lately?
This down here is making sounds. It's okay.
The entirety of down here has been making sound.
Yeah, you hear the moaning kind of turns to.
Nope.
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't worry about it. What do you do?
Because I have Brave, I'm not afraid of this. I'm going to go towards it with my weapon.
Okay.
But I want to sneak towards it and just kind of investigate a little bit.
All right,
maybe?
roll me a stealth check.
Okay. That's only so good, right? Yeah. Stealth 16.
So you did a pretty good job being, padding quietly towards the exit of this chamber, and it's a kind of 5 foot in diameter, not quite circular, but generally going down to where you guys had just come up, and you hear again that kind of yipping sound, and you're based on your passive perception. You can estimate it seems really far away.
Okay. Can I... So I have beast sense. I can speak with animals, so can I recognize this as anything that sounds
Sure.
even remotely animalistic at this point?
Yeah, why don't you roll me, do you have nature? Or, if you
Yeah.
want to try to figure out what it is from the yipping, go ahead.
Okay. 11.
11.
Yes.
It's pretty simple. It sounds like the calls of a hyena.
Well, that doesn't sound very good. I'm not thrilled about that. At this point, I don't find it to be that frightening, I suppose. And like I said, threatening. So I'm just
And as you're standing there, it kind of fades, in the distance, and people says, "Yeah, no, it just happens." It's been happening a lot lately.
Why? You think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm a very boring person, so I'm gonna sit back down. And
All right. And the rest of the night kind of
Stare.
passes, or the rest of the rest passes uneventfully, and you guys wake up and continue on your journey. People says, "All right, good. We should travel a little bit farther. We should be there."
Okay.
Great.
Lead the way,
Excellent.
peoples.
So you guys keep traveling, and eventually, it's about 8 hours. You're not quite exhausted. It's been a long. You haven't been going fast or anything, right? You're kind of going normal speed. You're eating your rations. Go ahead and knock off 2 days worth of rations after this travel, and Peoples kind of stops in a chamber. It's about it seems like a long, thin tunnel, but it widens out a little bit in the center, and there's a little bit of light coming from some phosphorant mushrooms on the top, kind of dim, and he says, "Okay, yeah, I think Grazilax is going to be over here in this chamber over here."
Why do you think that?
Because you asked me where he might find something that he was looking for.
Yeah, but why do you think that?
Because he
He's
asked
there.
me.
Oh, he asked you.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone get that?
Nope.
I'd like to make a roll to see if I trust anything this whippersnapper is saying. So I'm going to roll a d20, I presume.
Yeah, and you're going to do insight, wisdom, insight.
17.
17. So all the body language of Peebles seems to be quite nervous and excited. And he keeps glancing at the direction of Babette.
Anything interesting happened during your night watches? Mine was pretty uneventful, but just figured I'd ask.
There was a windy kind of a yipping noise at one point. It sounded very akin to like a hyena. It's weird.
A hyena.
Aye.
I cast the minor illusion
Not
on
something
myself
you'd hear
again.
down in the Underdark, I suppose, but
To do the blanket again?
Yeah, the blanket's on me.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a lot better than an actual blanket.
Where'd you get that blanket?
A provision pack, adventures pack.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. All right, so yeah, go ahead, guys.
So I'm going to take this opportunity to ask why and some of the other yokels who came along with us. Just curious, do you agree with this fella that we should go inside?
Well, he's Y looks at you and says, "Yeah, well, I mean, he said that's where Grazilax is, right? That's where Grazilax is. We gotta find Grazilax."
So will y'all come in with us?
Of course. Yeah, we got your back. We're with you. We're with you. We're all friends. You guys are smart. You're probably not brilliant, but you're smart. You can be in like the society of like kind of cool, nice people. We're the Society of Brilliance. We're really cool.
I was going to use my danger sense to kind of see if perception check for traps, or what do you want?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. You can make me a perception roll. You have advantage on it, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what that. Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
so
I'm going to take not
take-
that roll. Oh, fuck me.
You're not a bard, are you?
No, but I do have this beautiful sticky note.
Ooh.
What is the sticky note?
Well, this is not something I think I want to care about that much, actually. No, you know
No.
what? I just fail. I
All
just
right.
fail.
Advantage, right? You get to choose
Yeah,
the
I get
highest.
to choose the sixth one. Yep, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about the advantage already. So, what was I doing? 11.
11?
Yeah.
And you're doing like just trying to look for traps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah, you don't see. I
scanning.
mean, it seems like a natural cavern. Towards the place where people is directing you to go. It maybe looks like it might have been trafficked at some point, but hard to tell from this distance.
All right, screw it. I'm going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, everybody
Safe
go.
enough.
Storming in.
Looks just
So-
as safe as about every other part in the
You get
Underdark.
to the mouth of what looks like another tunnel. And so it's kind of like in the middle of this bulge, and you see a tunnel, and it goes back, and probably far in the distance you can see a torch looks like it's burning. And
At the
people
other
just-
end of the tunnel.
yeah, it's far away, probably like 200 feet away.
So since you've taken us so far here and been so generous, can you please lead the way, Peebles?
Yeah, of course.
Just walk in front, maybe.
Absolutely, this is the way to go. Let's go.
Okay.
And he walks right in. Come on. And you walk along a kind of 15-foot wide tunnel. After about 40 feet, you see a little bit of a branching area with a small chamber. And directly in front of you, you see kind of where the torch is. It opens up into like a much wider area. And Peebles continues going. He's going right towards that large area. You guys all with him?
Continue to follow.
And Y and the other two are also following.
This would not be a time to split the party.
And
Yeah.
you get to the large chamber. It's a large circular chamber. Looks, at first, the initial part is natural cavern rock, fissures, things broken, some dust on the ground from a natural cavern. But this area seems to be circular, and the torch is far away. There's a lot of features in this room. First off, the walls seem to be almost flat but carved with artwork that looks like swirls, maybe eyes, kind of all around this entire chamber. Over in the corner, you see kind of two natural stalagmites coming from the bottom. And there is a creature, a humanoid, tied to two stalagmites with its head kind of bent down. And the same thing right next to him, another two stalagmites with a creature that's tied up with rope on either side, kind of bending down like this. Hard to tell from this distance what they are or any features other than that. In the center of the room, there is a 30-foot wide, perfect circle, a shaft that goes directly down. Over in the corner, there's a table which looks like some. There's some shiny glints coming from whatever on the table. Looks like dirty instruments of some kind. And as you guys are kind of taking all this in, and Peebles is like, you, hello, and a very large spherical creature comes up from the shaft. It's a huge eye in the center of it, and eye stalks all around it, coming out, looking at you. Some of them, you see that there's 8 eye stalks that kind of look at you and kind of are taking you in. There's a lot more than 8 eye stalks, though, and they seem to be surgically added to this large creature.
Oh no.
They are, in total, 18 eye stalks.
Wow.
Hello. Welcome.
Now, I don't believe we've been properly introduced. I'm Cletus. What's your name?
I am Zazak.
Close to Grazilax, but not quite.
Close enough,
Yes.
maybe?
Peebles says, I'm here, master. I brought them.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you have. And I see. We have one of my kind
Sheet.
here.
It's just a
He
just
can
a
see right
blanket.
through
You
you.
can
He's
see-
like, yes, you
Yeah.
can dismiss this illusion.
dismiss it.
Yes.
I probably should have used a real blanket now that I think about it.
I'm sorry, I'm missing something. I feel like it's really important though.
Well, soon
When you what
you will be missing a lot.
brought them exactly? What?
Who?
Aye. It's my question.
So your name isn't Grazilax, it's Zazafrax.
Yes, he says, no, mine is Zazak.
Zazak.
Yes.
And what do you do here exactly? Just out of curiosity, for
I'm a collector of sorts.
Aye.
Yes.
What kind of sorts?
As you can see, I have quite a collection of eyes all around, more than any of my kind has ever had before. In fact, I think I hold the record.
You are something to behold.
Ha 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 ha! Your kind has always been full of jokes.
So,
time to go,
Zach,
guys.
we're on the hunt for Grazilax. So, could you please tell us which yonder direction we go to visit Mr. Grazilax?
As the amount of times that you mention the name Grazilax, one of the figures that is tied up behind where this beholder is kind of looks up and kind of looks like he's now finally conscious, and his tentacles start waving.
Oh, you've made it. Thank the maker.
And you hear Y that says,
Yes, we found them. Yes, we good. You good. You found them. Now we just have to kill that thing.
The what thing?
That guy. All right.
I think you can see how that might be a problem, right?
Oh, with his eyes, right?
Right.
I get the
Oh,
accent. And the beholder says, yes, it might prove difficult.
Now, Zach, I couldn't help but notice.
Need to stop.
I couldn't help but notice that you haven't started to kill us yet. So, can we reason with you, or any kind of logical interpretation of what's going on here? I mean, we just want to speak to our friend over yonder, and I mean, what could we do to help you out to let us pass and rescue Mr. Grazilax here?
That's an interesting question. I hate all things. Of course, I want them all destroyed, but I tire of violence sometimes. It's not always the most effective manner of collecting. I often, when I'm encountering adventurers such as yourself, I've lost an eye stalk or two, and I'm quite covetous, to be honest. So,
While this exchange is happening, can I be stealthily using this thing
in front of a creature that has eyes?
Yeah,
Sure, you could try.
I'm a barbarian. I didn't
Sure.
say I was a genius.
Sure, you can try. Go ahead.
I'm just going to start slowly inching towards Grazilax then, please. Just
Roll
staring at
a stealth check. Go ahead.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I'm going to tell you in a second.
Roll it.
11.
11.
Hi. I was looking for something that, with my wolf totem, I can move very stealthily, but it
Yeah.
doesn't add anything to my check, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he just. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
One more step, and I'll call down my disintegration ray. And one eye stalk in particular kind of
Yeah, it's like-
takes aim at you.
Like the second to worst stock.
Can I put
Yeah, you don't want
this
that one.
foot down at least?
Behind
Mid.
you. Back up.
All right.
And it's
So
still floating there. It says, all right, as I said, until you made that move, I was ready to make a deal with you. But you are not an actual eye tyrant, are you?
close enough.
Yeah, that's all right.
Very close.
That's good.
You
Try
know,
these guys.
close enough might be okay. I'll make you a deal. You agree,
Give him your friendship
and I
stick.
will release the Mind Flayer and the Orog. All you have to do is give me your eyes.
All of them?
All of them.
I was thinking maybe one, but I can't give him all of them. Okay.
I'll almost, increase my eye stock count by 50%.
Do I have any idea about whether these eye stalks would work for an actual beholder, or if they're just because they're not working for me?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh gosh, 6.
6.
I didn't study the eye stalks very well.
Yeah. I mean, they all seem to kind of be moving and looking around. Hard to tell.
Okay, because mine are all right, look, buddy. I don't know if you quite noticed, but they're not really working very well. I'm gonna just try and convince him, deceive him that he doesn't want them. They're bad.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I do want them.
No, they're look at them. Look, do yours do this? This is pretty bad.
Perhaps you're not clear. When I graft them, or actually, more accurately, my servant Peebles grafts them onto my body, they are also flaccid and not functional because they have come off of others of my kind.
Wait, so how do you make them all?
Well, what do your kind call it? A trade secret?
That is what I call it.
I'm suddenly very interested.
Yes, you are a special one, but my offer still stands.
No. I'm not giving him all my eye stalks.
All
I
right,
want
then.
his eye stalks.
I have a
All
better
of
trade for you.
you see actually 8 eye stalks. All right then, and he's
I have a better trade. If you would, I'll grant you Peebles in exchange. It appears you'll never have another eye stalk if I simply kill him. Are you fast enough?
his 18 eye stalks all roll at the same time, and he says, "I already own Peebles. He is mine.
Not if I blow him up.
I can get another servant. He is nothing to me.
Damn.
Perhaps one of you even will become my surgical
He's
servant.
an excellent surgeon.
He's very good at sneaking and hiding, of course.
I'm the one who tried to kill the little. We
This
got
is
him
my
in the
last
first place.
offer.
No, I'm
Give
not
me
giving-
your
I'm
eyes,
not giving up
and
all
you may
my
walk
eye
out of
stock.
here
I'll give
alive.
you one eye stock. One.
No deal.
One eye stock. 1.5.
Two, maybe?
One in the eye bits of the other one.
Do you really think I want half of an eye stalk?
I
Yeah, you
put
could-
my
Biggest one?
hand on my spell book and prepare for combat.
I'm going to attempt to intimidate
2.5 eye stalks.
Okay. What are you going to say to try and intimidate him?
him. No. Not articulate.
That's
but
better.
no deal. We leave with the squiggly one, and you get to keep the little thing that I want to kill.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage, because that was pretty weak.
I never said I was actually intimidating. Okay. What is disadvantage again?
2 dice.
Two
Pick the
dice.
lowest of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Suck. Oh, nuts.
Take the lower.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume you're not gonna. I don't think he can really.
Well, with the lower one, I got 14.
Let's see.
Would really like the higher one.
He kind of chuckles and says, "I don't believe you have the advantage here, despite your little one puffing up his chest.
At least he noticed.
It is, unless you do something in 5 seconds."
3 eye stalks.
Ice Stock looks at you and he's about to attack. Roll initiative.
5.
Woohoo! 22.
Wow. 10.
Really?
Just like
22.
even keen. Even
What'd you get?
keen.
6.
6.
Rolling it wrong? What is this? No, I'm not. What? Just.
You're the one who's ready for battle.
Ah! I was intimidating.
He's trying to get my
Babette, you get what?
10.
10.
Yeah.
5.
5.
Oh.
Cletus got a whopping 5.
He's a peace man. Not a fighter.
He's the only one
I'm
prepared.
certainly a piece of something.
I would like to kindly remind our donors that if you donate to my page for certain amounts, these stocks might start working.
Please.
Just saying.
Sorry, I'm rolling for
Everyone else.
the other folks because it might be the only way you guys survive.
I know. I'm sorry, I'm not giving up all of my eyes. I worked so hard to get them, and by so hard I meant I made a deal with
the devil?
yeah, essentially. But that was a really hard deal. I had to like sign a paper. So
It is true that it's probably better that you're dead than to give up your eye stalks. I mean, what would
We'll
you rather
see.
have in this situation?
let's at least try. If I,
I mean,
What's the worst that could happen?
exactly. If you all die and I'm about to die, then I'll give up my eye stalks. But until then, let's try.
sorry, I
Okay,
always
so,
want to fight as a barbarian.
Demetrios, you actually go first.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to go rage. So I'm going to get that advantage.
Okay, he's floating over a 30-foot
I
pit,
got thrown axe.
by the way. Okay. You're going to
not
rage
jumping.
and throw your battle axe? Go ahead, roll to hit and to damage at the same time just to kind of speed this up a bit.
Okay. 4. Okay. Advantage. 17 attack thing. So I don't add anything to that to the 17, right? It's just flat 17 on the roll, the base roll, right?
No, you add your whatever your weapon attack
Yeah, the weapon
is.
one is a D4. So that's, I mean,
No, whatever your plus to hit.
It's often a +3.
So if you're throwing an axe, you said?
Yeah.
So it's your
Yeah.
dex modifier plus whatever your
There you
proficiency
go.
bonus is.
Yeah.
okay, there we go. Okay, so 6.
6 total?
Right.
Yeah.
I heard 6 added to
That's my
17.
strength. Oh, my
Yes.
strength.
So that's a 23.
Yes.
That is a hit.
That's what I needed to know. That's a 1, so that's terrible. I also rolled my D4 for the actual damage, and it just did 1.
Just 1.
Yeah, it just did the 1.
So your throwing axe, right?
Yes.
Goes and it kind of glances off the large spherical floating flesh and a little piece, and your axe deflects and it goes ding 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 and lands actually kind of near where Grazilax is.
Okay.
'Kay. Beholder is up.
All right.
Were you going to do anything else?
Oh, I was going to do an extra attack. I used to do an extra attack as a.
Oh yeah.
below.
Roll both your attacks at the same time.
Okay, that.
From now on.
Okay. Okay, then the other one is 17. Sorry for the hit.
17 total,
Yeah.
adding your +6.
Yes.
Miss.
Okay. There you go. I'm going to build these out real quick so I have this ready.
Okay.
Good effort, that.
Grazilax Zazak is up, and he looks at one of his eyes and looks right at you and shoots at you a DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You want to get? I guess I don't necessarily have to tell you, but go ahead, just roll.
8.
8. So you are frightened.
Good.
It means you have disadvantage on all attack rolls, and you can't willingly move closer to the source.
Oh, wait.
So you are
You have
frightened
a
for
thing
1
against
minute.
being
I
frightened.
do. I have the brave thing. I just don't remember what that does against frightened checks.
Right. So he also. You guys are so dead, by the way.
yeah. Well, we're that
Charm
far.
ray targets you. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm really bad at this.
Ooh, does a 10 do it?
10, adding your wisdom
Yeah.
modifier and everything? No. You are. You suddenly love Zazak, and you will be doing everything you can to help
Makes
him.
perfect sense.
Yes, he's a great guy. 2.
I have advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Let's get a second.
Zoom. The one eye looks at you. Make me a Constitution save.
18.
22.
Oh, okay. So you are able to. It kind of hits you, but somehow you're able to sustain, and it doesn't seem to affect you. And you see him, kind of be mad at you. Okay.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Can I use that brave ability still?
What does the brave ability do?
It gives me the advantage against fear checks. I essentially get to roll twice, and I don't
Okay.
have that. So I did
And what did you get?
with my thing now 18.
18.
Yeah, for the wisdom thing.
Okay. Yeah. You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of, for a second there, you were like paralyzed in abject fear
Makes
of
sense.
this thing, but then you're like, wait a second, I'm a halfling. I don't have to deal with this crap. All right, so all of a sudden the lizard creature is up,
I remember.
and it says, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and it rushes forward and jumps onto the creature and starts clawing and biting as much as it possibly can.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
I want to do that now.
Ooh, and he crit.
Yeah!
Yeah. Good job.
Thank God for the lizard man.
It's a good thing we hired people.
Right?
Hired. Yeah, yeah.
Glad you brought him along. Look at
It
you.
is.
Thank
But I
you.
can
good
give
leadership.
up. I can give up these like if I have to.
Okay,
I
Babette,
would
you're
rather.
next.
Yeah.
to.
So
Can you get them back?
this is the downfall of me DMing is I'm very bad at arithmetic.
Yeah!
It's okay.
So that's 5 plus
Okay, I'm
6.
bad at remembering.
I like
not afraid.
11 points of damage based on that. Ooh. And you see a huge cloud of stench surround the lizard-like creature as he's clawing and biting. He hit with all 3 of his attacks.
Nice.
And the creature goes, and it definitely looks like sickened and poisoned.
Good. Go Stinky.
Yes, go Stinky.
Yeah.
Babette,
Alright.
you're up.
I'm going to try to attack him with Eldritch Blast, making a ranged attack roll.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a 22.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
So it's 1d10, and since higher level, I actually do 2d10s of damage, and that is 14, and that is force damage.
Force damage. Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, also, fun fact.
Yeah.
I think I may have received a donation to have Array activated.
Interesting.
Yes.
Just in time.
Let's see here.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah. if I can, I don't know if I can use that, or should I wait till next turn?
Wait till next turn.
All right, I will.
That is going to
Great.
help you out
Yes.
a lot.
Thank you.
Save, I switch viewers.
I don't know who you are.
Paralyzing Ray, actually, too. So.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
So the fish person is up, and you see him cast a spell, and a floating scimitar appears next to him, and
That's exciting.
makes an attack.
Sword mage?
phone's at
This-
Just at the party
Snort, you're
adventure
up
for
next.
wishes.
So why don't
Really
you
good.
why don't you tell me?
Brilliant, aren't they?
Snort, you're up next. So go ahead and tell me what you're doing.
No, I sneak up just behind our beholder friend and cast Charm Person on her.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you're.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, what happened to you?
11.
Charmed.
Oh, shoot.
He's trying to charm me.
That's role playing, my friend.
Oh, wait. Wait a second. Can I use Misty Escape, since this is the first time any sort of thing
Is that a
happening.
reaction?
As a reaction, yeah. I
Yeah.
can vanish with harm and teleport up to 60 feet away.
Make me a insight check first.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Yeah. So you're
Okay.
able to kind of determine
Yeah.
that your friend is doing something that is not
Okay.
going to help you out.
All right, I'll teleport, pretty much as far away as I can. And then hopefully we can have a long rest after this.
Okay. And you see the weapon that that the fish person conjured kind of swings at the thing at the thing, and deals damage.
Nice.
Nice.
More than
Good.
one.
For wow, for 8 hits, I think for an 18. Yep, and does
Good work there, my friend.
12 points of damage.
6 barbarian doing 1 damage. That's not great.
Okay, so you did your action. Cletus, you're up.
All right, I'm going to reach into my spell book and then put my hand into the interplanar realms and summon forth something. See what illusion I'm going to create.
All right.
I'm not going to make any kind of here-to roll. I'm just going to flip it. It's a squid. It's a flying sand squid.
All right.
It kind of emerges from the interplanar realms with all of its tentacles all tangling out. It grabs onto some of those eye stalks, and a blast of sand comes in after it from the depths of the ocean as a bit of water pulls on through, and it kind of delays what's going on over there with the beholdery stuff.
Okay. Is it making an attack?
It is making an attack, a paralyzing kind of attack.
Okay, so use roll a d20, add in your spellcasting modifier. For those of you guys at home, the magician here is using magic cards when we determine kind of the mechanics to make this kind of work based on what the donors were able to give.
17.
17 for an attack?
17 for an attack.
Just missed.
Oh, really?
18. Excellent.
With a spot of luck, you get +2. It's good to be a wild mage.
Ha!
But you're charmed.
You're charmed.
It's not me.
Oh, it's just
It's the
happening.
world of chaos around me.
It's a world of chaos around you.
Oh.
Trying to save me from
Well,
the situation.
You guys are going to need all the wild magic luck you can get. So
That's
Very
true.
nice.
I'll
I
accept.
can't do right now. Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
So all of a sudden,
Go,
the
squid,
squid
go.
looks like it's attacking. It's about to kind of go past when all of a sudden you realize that there's actually some crystals in this chamber that you hadn't seen before. And all of a sudden, as you cast this interplanar spell, they flare up, and the squid is able to kind of turn around and make an attack. Go ahead and roll damage. What rarity is the card?
It's a rare.
It's a rare. So what was that? 2d10, I think we determined.
2d10.
Plus
14.
Plus your spellcasting modifier.
16.
16. Great. So the squid is there. Roll the, what is it, 1d2 we determined to, so roll a d6 and take the odd or the even or.
Even.
Even. Okay, so it's there for this round. It might be around the next round.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now what's
exciting.
happening?
Go,
Oh, I
squid,
get
go,
to-
go, squid,
I
go!
get
Go.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
get to choose what ray I get to use next time, and it's better than a paralyzing ray.
You guys are going to need it.
best
Okay,
ray.
so you see Y kind of jumps up and says, "I die, creature." He runs 30 feet, actually kind of around the circle, trying to get close to his friend. Before he does that, and then he casts, "The power of the thunder will destroy you," and a lightning bolt shoots out, trying to hit the eye tyrant directly.
I don't even have this one written down because I didn't think I'd get to use it.
That's exciting.
Just make up what it
I
does.
don't. It'd be in the monster manual.
But he makes, looks like he makes his save.
Oh my friends.
Aw.
So you'll only take half damage,
I know.
which is 8d6.
Someone just throw me at him.
No.
I was going to make you fly.
Garrett, you're going to be next.
Great. Can't wait.
Oh, I hope this
Get him,
works.
Garrett.
I'm rolling my lucky dice for damage for Y here.
No ranged weapon besides that, did I?
And got 2 ones.
Snake eyes.
Yes.
Lucky dice.
But there's 3 6s in here too, so don't worry about it. This is where adding is good.
Yeah, it's okay. My phone's at. Oh, my phone is at 1% too.
Oh no, next break you can try and plug
yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is going to be
Do you have a power back?
36 damage. Guy in half is 14 damage, right?
36 and a half?
Yeah, 36.
18.
What's that?
18.
18.
Aye.
Thank you. You
Good for something.
totally be lying to me. So yeah, the lightning bolt scorches out and hits a direct hit. But the beholder is somehow able to, almost like he can anticipate it was coming, and turned his body a little bit, so the direct hit is deflected upwards, and he only takes half damage.
18.
You're up, Demetrios.
Okie doke. So I would like to make a running leap off of someone to try and just stick him.
Mine is just the squid.
The squid?
There's a squid that's hanging up there. The beholder is in the center of the room
That's
still.
a great idea.
There's a troglodyte who's clawing and biting, and
Yeah.
a poison cloud around the thing.
Yeah. I want to just, like, with the squid thing, and then, like, chandelier into the guy
Okay.
with my sword.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
So it's
Hoping you'd say
dexterity or add a acrobatics.
God. So no.
Would you? Just gotta know.
Just kind of know that didn't
no.
happen.
Right,
We're gonna go
so-
with 6.
What, you got a 6?
Yeah, aye. That
Okay.
would be what happened. Oh wait. Hold on. What's that mean? I wrote that down for a reason. Hold on. I rolled twice on. No.
Acrobatics? For
Do you have an advantage on acrobatics?
No, never mind. I was reading.
Is that what
down.
halflings do? No. So you,
just
so you're about to run up, and then you realize that, oh wait, if I don't make this, that's a long way down of the thing. So you kind of almost instinctively try to jump, but your foot slips out from under you, and you fall prone at the end, at the edge of the thing.
not good.
But you're safe. You didn't fall down.
Right. Good.
Right where you want it.
That's your movement. Did you want to make an action while you're on the ground, prone?
I mean,
Do a ranged attack.
I could still do a thing.
Yeah, you can still throw an
Yeah,
axe.
I'm gonna do that at least.
Okay, go ahead, do that.
Are you kidding me right now? But actually, you know that doesn't happen either. Actually, it doesn't. So.
So that goes wide.
Yeah, way wide. Probably into somebody else at this rate.
Okay.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm gonna go get a different set of dice.
Okay. The Mar Beholder friend is up. Again, he's in the thick of the battle. There's the troglodyte is on top of him. There's a giant squid who's attacking him. You try to do something, throw something that goes wide. But he has the wherewithal to take. Oh no. Okay, so how many guys are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna do a D8.
Oh, good.
Cletus.
Oh no.
Sorry, man. One of the eyes looks at you. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
16.
You are a lucky MFer. So you see
Lucky
your
Dean
death
Deer.
flash before your eyes. But at the last second, as the eye, you just kind of locked eyes with this eye stalk. You hit the deck, and a death ray shoots right over you, and you're safe.
Close call.
That was a very close call. 4 is a ray shoots at you. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
13.
13. You are slowed for 1 minute, in
Am
addition
I
to being
still
charmed.
charmed?
Yeah. It's kind of frantic right now. It doesn't really know what's happening. And
Because you're gonna use murder weapon and murder. Oh god.
the other eye looks at the fish person.
No.
But it's
Not sushi.
it is able to get away as well. It is now the lizard person's roll, and you see he's clawing and just going on. And he makes a lot of attacks.
Go, lizardy, go.
You may be stinky, but yeah, you're
Use
okay.
your stink for the right
You're
reasons.
okay.
I tell you guys, the view from down here is really not great. Just saying.
Little bits hitting you.
It's kind of disgusting.
You know, I might recommend going for the stalks. It seems to me if we gather enough of his stalks, perhaps we can make him a deal with his own flesh.
Somehow, even though he's up there attacking, he just
I
can't get
see
a good
what you said there.
attack, and actually misses with all 3 of his attacks.
No, lizard man.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we're going to take a short break in the middle of this. right before you're about to use your amazing power.
Oh, you're gonna save the day.
Okay.
Ta-da! To be continued.
I think.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are still here, 6 hours in, with a lot to go. We are going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we still have available for donations. As a reminder, all of these donations are tax deductible, and they go directly to helping Children's Miracle Network hospitals, helping kids with cancer and cystic fibrosis and all sorts of horrible things. So on that note, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the things that we have, Alyssa?
All right, so we still have some players' handbooks left. We have them signed by both the D&D team upstairs and the D&D Extra Life team. We've also obviously included the inspiration as well, which can be seen right here. So that is still available. You can purchase those for $100.
Yeah, and we have 2 of those remaining. Also a thank you to David, Mitchell, and Rob, who donated for that. Thank you very much. Also a thank you to Tally, who donated for the Sword Coast Legends Deluxe Edition code. Tally, your name is awesome. Tally is my favorite Mass Effect character. And to Anthony and Joshua, who donated $15 and $20 respectively. Thank you very much. That I interrupted you.
Jeez, God.
Hey, guys, go eat. Food. This is your one chance. Yeah, dinner.
He's talking to all of you guys,
Yeah,
too.
not you people.
Please eat, but still...
Don't stay. Please stay
still
watching.
watch,
Keep
please.
watching. Don't ever eat.
That's not what we're saying. So we still have these miniatures left, these Underdark miniatures. You can still get them for $25. We also have Archmage, and that is going up for $50 as well. We have the Kiergan painting, the canvas painting as well. That is also $50. And this shirt, I believe, is
still available in mediums and larges. Also, we're going to get to some of the new stuff shortly after we speak to one of the players. But for the next hour, anybody who donates $50 or more for one of the items or a group of items is going to get one of these Tiamat pins. These are from Penny Arcade, 2014. They've got kind of the 5-dragon design going there.
Yeah. If you look them up, they are worth quite a bit, and they're also super cool. They are super cool.
They are super cool.
And I would totally take a look at them. They are super detailed.
All right. So far, we've come in with $58,138. That's really amazing. And we are heading toward that 60,000 threshold. One of the things that we're doing as we get more money is we're going to be unlocking various things from the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide, which is coming out at the end of this month. I think the next item, the next unlock is Green Flame Blade, a cantrip spell that will be showcasing kind of some of the spells that are going to be in that book. So it looks like our interviewee is eating, so let's talk a little bit about some of the things that are coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
One of these things I think you own, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you
Sure, it's
display
actually super cool. So it is a D&D chibi dress made by We Love Fine, and it is awesome, super cute. It has a bunch of the monsters below on the skirt part of it.
Which I think Emmy did some of the design on that, actually. I think she helped their designers. Yeah, she did. I'm getting the thumbs up from the art director. Emmy is our intrepid graphic designer on Dungeons & Dragons. She designed the character sheet. She designed all the cute things that you see, a lot of the Extra Life stuff, including the logo that Alyssa's wearing.
She's pretty amazing. And unfortunately, we only have a large in this dress, but it is super cute, and I totally recommend.
A large would probably fit me.
By all means.
So let's see. What would be an appropriate amount for us to raise in the next hour to make me wear a dress at the next intermission?
Oh, gosh.
What do you guys think? Hold up numbers. 100. 100.
No, 100?
Sean, I feel like you're not on my side.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking more like upwards.
Yeah, let me 500 total. No, that's because we have
200.
Gosh, is this an auction? Okay.
All right, 300.
We'll go 300.
300.
Deal.
Okay, if we can raise 300
Deal.
in the next hour, I will show up next intermission wearing this dress. If somebody has bought it, I'm sorry for stretching it out.
Well, the value of it goes up because now you have a dress that Greg has worn.
That's right.
Obviously.
Yeah, with my shapely thighs. All right, we also have, I think this is one of the sets of leggings, which are also pretty awesome.
I'd also like to note that this features Greg, actually, right here.
What? No.
Right there.
No,
That is Greg.
I like to, I'm more of a displacer beast. I'm more like
are
over
you?
here. Yeah.
No,
I'm
I
definitely
think-
more of a cat person than a dog person.
But look at this face. This face is so much. Anyway, these are really cool leggings.
Yeah.
You should check them out.
And these are what, smalls?
Mediums?
I think mediums.
I think they're mediums.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I saw it somewhere.
There's an M somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We actually just sent a couple pairs of these off to the group over at, I was holding that in front of my face the whole time, the group over at Critical Role, Marisha and Laura Bailey, to send over to them to get them all decked out in D&D gear, so hopefully they appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then finally, did we get the amounts for those? We didn't get the amounts.
Oh, gosh.
Remind us, Conlon, what the amount is for the dress. Dress is 70. Leggings are 50. But again, $50 or more, and you'll also get a Tiamat pin.
Super cool.
So that's a pretty good deal. And then finally,
Lastly, we have a Roll for Initiative We Love Fine shirt. Super cool, red and black.
featured in last year's Extra Life game, in which
I guess I will wear it before Greg asks.
Yeah, I think this is, if I'm going to wear a dress, I think you can wear a t-shirt.
I can wear a t-shirt. They're comparable. Dresses are just oversized t-shirts. Yeah.
Are they?
They are.
No.
Unless it's a romper, it definitely is.
No, pretty
anyway,
sure not.
Let's see, look, automatic
we're,
dress.
We're
automatic dress.
Yeah.
See? Mm-hmm. Fashion statement.
Rocking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
However, the leggings will not be up for auction for anywhere. One, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't fit into them, and
You'd ruin
two,
them.
yeah, I don't think you want to buy that. I
bad
would
joke.
feel bad for any of the donors. We really need Liz to finish eating so that she can come here and talk, and we can stop making up stuff. So
You're making up stuff?
I
What
don't
is
know,
wrong with
but,
you? This is all
this game
genuine.
is not about making up things. Everything is prescripted. We actually planned this whole thing. It's all completely scripted.
I feel like now
and
he's making up stuff.
I don't
And that's
know.
really not fair to you guys.
Yeah, okay, why did you talk then?
Okay, so just a reminder, these are all We Love Fine stuff. You can check them out on their website. It's super cool. They make a lot of stuff for us. Their products are all super awesome. Are you just going to stare at me until
I don't know.
come up
I
with
feel like that
something
was a
better?
little salesy. Like,
That is not. I'm just saying that they have really cool stuff.
this is for the kids. We don't need to
Yes,
market to
the
these
kids.
people.
The
Yeah.
kids. The kids love We Love Fine.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yes, we do want to talk to somebody. We really want to talk to Liz very soon. Anytime now. Anytime. And we want to talk to somebody other than each other because, frankly, we're going to get enough of that after the next 48
right.
hours.
Hey guys.
Hey, Liz.
Hi.
Welcome.
you look
welcome.
amazing.
You
As
look
well.
amazing.
Thank
Tell
you.
us about the outfit.
Yeah, so This is my character, Babette, and
Headdress.
yeah, she is a beholder. Well, she's technically a drow who's been turned into a beholder.
Oh,
She
spoilers?
well, I think we
Okay,
talked
then
about that.
you're
Yeah,
not right.
I don't know. I may have. Spoilers. I live it, so
Alright.
yeah. But she asked for the form of ultimate power and was only given the form and not the ultimate power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She also has a magical paintbrush wand. It's particularly useful in mood altering
Is this
spells.
like Mario Paint?
No, it's like
I remember
Kirby.
that-
It's the Kirby game.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's the new one?
Or I
Okay,
was
yeah.
thinking Final
She-
Fantasy VI, where
Yeah.
like there's realm character there. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
lights.
Yeah, lights up.
That's
Hopefully,
amazing.
hopefully
You
after
should
the
do a little
game.
spin for us.
Yeah, hopefully after the game we can auction this or find a way to get it to a donator at
Yeah,
some point.
we could totally do that.
Yeah.
What would a person have to donate to get this from you?
Oh gosh, maybe the same as a death ray, like 100.
100?
Yeah,
Okay, so
seems
for
great
100
to
you
me.
get the headdress. We'll
Yeah.
mail it to you at the end. Donate to Liz's page for that.
Yeah.
You can find her on Extra Life by
Yeah.
searching Liz Leo.
Mhm.
And other than that, do you have any other any reflections on the
Well,
game?
It's really awesome. People have been donating to help me unlock my sort of defunct eye stalks. You can see their little limp. And so I'm about to start a turn in which I get to use some of my eye stalks finally, and I'm really excited because we are battling a really, really, really more powerful foe than us. So
Were you battling a beholder? Is that what I heard?
yeah, I'm battling a beholder. I feel a little inadequate because
doesn't
he has
have-
like 18 stocks
It
and I
doesn't
have
have limp eye stalk issues.
yeah, 0 working stocks currently.
If
So
your stocks are shooting rays for
Yeah.
more than 4 hours,
Yes.
please consult a drow
Yeah.
doctor.
but yeah, so I feel, but like, if we win, I might take his stocks. So,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
you'd,
yeah,
like,
I was thinking.
If it's the beholder that stitches them on,
Yeah,
I'm sure
that's
it'd be
what he
really
does.
easy. You just like cut a,
use a little, what's it called, some scissors.
Yeah, that seems
get some
completely
tape.
legit. If
And
your
this
dungeon
is-
master doesn't allow that, he is a jerk,
Exactly.
and I would not want to share his
yes.
name
Yes.
ever.
Not ever.
Yeah, so if you want to see us succeed, you can do that by watching.
All right. Thank you very
All
much,
right.
Liz.
All right, see you guys.
Back
Thanks,
to the
Liz.
game. All right, and once again, donate $50 or more during the next hour, and we'll be giving you a Tiamat pin. In addition, $300 or more, and I will come on with the dress next time. We have a whole assortment of items. You can find them all at the web page that's listed there. Do you have a sarcastic comment to conclude us?
I'll save it for next time.
All right, I'm sure you will. Yeah, see what I did there?
Eh.
All right.
Eh.
Thank you.
Hello, and we're back. Extra life is happening. We're killing. We're having a TPK here. or not, depending on what happens. Where we left off, the beholder is floating above the party. There's a troglodyte on it clawing. There's a green stench cloud on it. There's a floating squid that is making an attack on it under the control of Cletus. Garrett is on the ground, ineffectually throwing hand axes. Snort was being charmed, but he was harmed by the beholder. So with another eye ray, the beholder is very intelligent, but in the thick of so many opponents, did not realize that his eye was going to be attacking someone else who's no longer charmed, which is a good thing. Skris, the troglodyte, just made a whole bunch of attacks, and now it is Babette, the other beholder in the room.
Yes. So some very strange, like, I don't know, sort of electricity flashes through the room, and the fourth wall breaks slightly, and an eye stalk sort of pops up and aims it at the beholder Zazak and shoots a death ray.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's got to make a saving throw. I'm going to re-roll that.
Doesn't do it.
He fails.
Yes!
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 Yes.
I mean, that's
so,
good. That's great. Good job.
Roll
Don't care.
10d10.
10d10.
Yes.
All right.
So
That's
the eye stalk of death suddenly
thank you,
activates
yeah.
on Babette, the beholder,
let's see here.
pointing directly at
Two more, okay.
Zazak, and strikes it directly. He tries to move out of the way, but is unable to, and
No.
hits him directly in his eye.
I have to do math.
I cover my eyes just to be on the safe side.
His big central eye is now burning. All of you guys that see it, you see a purple fissure in the center of it kind of bubble forth and almost, and you see the phase rest crystals around you kind of glow, and you see all of a sudden maggots almost seem to come out of the fissure
can you
that's
do-
created in the center of its eye.
Now I think this is like DM's revenge. I had like 10 numbers.
Yeah, adding is hard. I'm not gonna lie.
68.
68 damage. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you said that another one was able
Yes,
to
I have
activate.
the paralyze ray.
Okay.
Which
Another eye stalk is able to activate and attacks also. Thank you, donors.
mm-hmm.
It was the paralyzed ray. you said?
Paralyze ray, yeah.
Yep. Fails that one.
Yes.
I'm glad we brought her along these parts, eh?
Killing
One
me,
might say
mate.
no matter around the Underdark.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm lying.
Oh.
He made it.
He's okay.
You know,
Yeah,
this
he
is
made that.
probably gonna have to have a separate conversation with her about my feelings about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, he was able to get away from that one.
Okay.
Sloopadoop is up. The fish person is actually named Sloopadoop.
Excellent.
And he
It's his given name.
he has his spiritual weapon make an attack, and it succeeds for 13 damage. And he tries to get his claw. He actually has a scepter that he's able to make an attack. So he rushes forward and tries to attack, but he misses, unfortunately.
Good show, Sloop Dog.
Snort, you are now up.
Shake off this charm and turn immediately on my opponent, firing rays of fire at him.
Okay.
4 rays of fire.
Excellent.
Nice.
20,
That's a hit.
a 13,
A miss.
a 21,
21 hits.
an 11,
Miss.
2,
Oh.
So 2 hits.
Nice.
and I'll spend a point to empower it. So we'll re-roll these sad dice for worse dice. Do 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
You said I was slowed, so I can't move? This turn?
That is correct.
Okay. I just stand there. and
You can
consider
move, but you can move only slowly.
his betrayal and how he feels.
I forget what slow does. Your speed is halved for 1 minute, so you can move just half speed though.
Okay, I'll start meandering towards Grazilax.
Okay.
Slow walk.
So, okay, Cletus, you're up.
Cletus. All right, so my squid is continuing to attack him, of course.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to reach into the extraplanar realms once more and summon another creature to go forth and strike. I call upon the blood-braid elf who comes out of the portal, trailing with some red and green behind him, bringing the magics of his home world in his wake, and he kind of jumps out and gloms on, scratching and itching, and his green and red magics taking on all forms of attacks. He is an uncommon card.
All right, so roll your attack, add your spell DC, your spell attack modifier.
8.
8 total?
8 total.
That is a miss. So unfortunately, all of that show, it's a very good show,
It's fantastic.
Cletus. And then does your squid also want to make an attack while it's still available?
Squid is certainly going to go in on the attack. Mr. Squid hits with a 9.
That's a miss as well. So these illusionary creatures somehow, even though the beholder seems to be moving and dodging as much as it possibly can, and screaming with rage, is not able to do any damage. Your illusions, unfortunately. Y runs over to Grazilax and tries. It looks like he's trying to undo the bindings on him.
Get out of there, Grazilax.
So Y spends his action trying to undo it, and it looks like Grazilax is actually kind of free.
Oh, that's actually
Great
smart.
work.
Like, oh. And
That's what we
Grazilax
bring
said,
Y4 is the good idea.
and this is, you actually hear this. You don't see his tentacles move or anything, but you hear all this in your mind. And he says, looks directly at the beholder, and it says, "I dominate you."
That's perfect.
And you feel like this like wave of psychic energy, kind of that you all kind of feel, but it's targeted directly at the beholder. And just trying to dominate him.
Be really nice. That was successful.
It is
Oh no. It's cool
You know-
though. Looked cool.
What?
It's very fancy.
It looked cool.
Oh, we didn't. I don't
No,
know.
it
it's
didn't
just
work,
hit
but-
the
oh,
ceiling
yeah,
at this
it's
point.
No, it fails.
Oh, it failed.
It fails.
Oh, that's great. That means
And
it's not great.
of
Of course it is.
the beholder kind of turns his back. It turns around with his eye. Again, it's got this thing in the front of it. There's maggots kind of coming out of it.
So gross.
And its tentacles that were there are kind of wiggling a little bit, and he goes kind of, "Yes, master," at the mind flayer. And Skris kind of disengages and jumps off, making an acrobatics check. He kind of stumbles, but he's able to kind of get on the ledge, and the floating beholder is there. And in the background, as it kind of, you see the powerful mind flayer just like looking, nodding, and kind of deciding about what to do with this creature that is now under his domination.
Well, it's like Mama always said, what's better than one beholder? Two beholders.
And
I see what you did there.
you
They
hear
see more.
a small voice in the background that says, "Master, what's going on?" And Peebles is cowering in the corner.
Question.
We can drop out of initiative order for now.
Woo.
You're on the ground in front of it.
Dang it. I was going to throw an axe at Peebles.
You can if you want. No, that's totally fine.
That's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, let's do
you're
that.
actually up next, so yeah, you can.
Oh,
if you want.
perfect. I'm just, yeah, all right. Me, never mind. I'm not doing that.
So you stand up and throw an axe, and he's like, and he runs away.
And then I would like to look at you and say, we need to have a conversation about my inadequacy. Could we just feelings thing later?
Yeah,
That'd
no,
be
I
great.
got you.
You hear his like padding feet going away.
I'm just going to sit down and be depressed.
I can't believe I had some stocks work. That's amazing.
So Y goes over and unloosens the other humanoid, who wakes up finally at this point and says, "Ugh," looks around, kind of sees the beholder, and you see him. It's like he's like a kind of a bestial creature. He's got two large fangs coming up from below him. He's got kind of green, gray skin, very hulking and strong. And he says, "Ugh, you didn't need my help anyway, I guess. I'll go back to sleep." And he sits down and kind of starts tending to his wounds. His wrists are a little bit frayed from it. And you say, "Why go?" "Yeah, that sounds about right, Blurg. That's what you would do." "Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I understand that. Yeah, you just rest there. We'll make it all work."
So you must be Grazilax then, I say to the mind flayer.
He's still kind of visibly angry and upset at the beholder for what it has done, but he does kind of glance in your direction with his eyes, and you hear in your head say, "I am Grazilax."
Grazilax, we came with a delivery for you, a special
Yeah.
delivery from our employers, and you might be interested in it.
He says, "Yes, yes, I am." Of course, and telepathically towards you. "I am, but if you would give, and you see one tentacle go up and like do like a, if you would give me one moment, please.
Absolutely. We are paragons of kindness and generosity.
Oh, this is cool. He's cool.
What shall I? You guys, he actually says this out loud, using his mouth in a kind of a weird alien way. He actually, yeah.
What shall I do with you?
Us?
Anything you wish, master, says the beholder, extremely interested in pleasing his new thing.
Can I have his tentacles?
Whatever would you like to do with his tentacles?
Well, he seemed to have a pretty good gig going of putting them on him, making them work, and I could do that too, with his tentacles on me.
Would you do that to further your own devious, monstrous schemes as he did?
Say no.
No,
No.
no. I'm with the good guys.
Good.
We brought you a package.
Yes.
I would use it to deliver more packages.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
But this other beholder has a debt to pay to me for the treatment.
You could take his eye stalks. He loved those.
Yes, I may.
Yeah.
But why should I give them to you?
Because they're
What would
useful.
you do with them?
I'd put
Clearly
them on my.
they're not functioning.
They might. Did you see? A couple of them worked.
I did.
It was
observe
pretty
that.
awesome.
I did.
I was great. I almost saved your life before you saved your own life. So,
That's great arguing right there.
Interesting.
Interject.
so just
So you propose for me to spare this creature and
oh no, you
remove
can
its
kill
eye
him
stalks?
after or whatever. Just eye stalks eventually to me. I don't have thumbs, but like my level of charisma is like totally like this.
Okay, make me a persuasion check.
Okay. 17.
Okay. He says, very well. I see no reason why this creature's ambitions would not be perverted in its death.
Great.
That is an odd but fitting sense of justice.
Good.
Please, move aside. And you see his tentacles also doing the same thing, asking you to move aside.
I move aside accordingly.
I'm starting to feel weird about this, but whatever.
And he just he wanted to make sure you guys are out of the way,
Yeah,
essentially.
it's very nice.
And the beholder is still there, bleeding, as you see.
I'm starting to feel
maggots
bad.
come out of it. And the
Margaret.
Grazilax kind of just looks at him and and again you feel this. You don't necessarily hear it or see it in any way, but a wave of psychic energy is pushed upon the beholder, and it takes a severe amount of psychic damage.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
Very exciting.
Which is enough to terminate it, and it flies up against the back of the chamber, breaks open in half, and it's full of an aqueous humor which just leaks out into the
that what's
shaft
in me?
below,
Good
and
word choice,
almost like
though.
a waterfall of disgusting goop, and its eye stalks are falling limp, and you see in the center of it this eye kind of just deflating into nothingness.
Ooh.
You may do with it his eye stalks whatever you wish, but first
Now there's humor.
the package.
Oh yeah. It had been dropped over there by Mage. Hand it back now that I have the concentration to deliver it
okay.
to him. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a bag, I guess, not a
And
box.
you hear it utter
Seeing it as a box.
a completely alien sound, a word that is not actually a word. It's more like a thought feeling, and the bag opens.
And he pulls out a book.
Ooh, that's a nice book.
And as he
I love
pulls
that
out the
one.
book, you all hear in your mind, "Oh, it's about time!"
Are you kidding me?
Yes, finally. The book is in my possession. Well, I'm not really in your possession so much as allowing you to use me.
So you see Grazilax kind of takes the book and moves it away and begins a mental conversation with it.
Creepy.
I don't know what the book is. can't read actually for the most part. So
Looks
Well,
very.
quickly, Babette, I mean, before things go too limp, should we get one of these creatures to install its eye stalks from the other beholder onto yonder heads?
I don't know how long that takes, but really quickly, can I roll some sort of Arcana check to see if I recognize the book?
Sure.
Okay. It's not large. 13.
You're not sure exactly what it is, but you have heard of magic items that are imbued with sentience,
Okay.
that have the soul of something in it, or through enchantments we're able to have some kind of life.
Do I get the idea of like evil, good?
Do you have any spell that would detect that?
No, I don't think so. Nope. I do not. I never, yeah.
No. Okay.
Never studied that kind of magic.
Well, if you want to just do it, you can make me an insight check to see
Okay.
what you think. Just
Nah, never mind.
see, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Yeah, okay.
But you see, if you're glancing in that direction, it looks like Grazilax has opened the book and is paging through it. While also, kind of hard to see this, but you get the intents that they're conferring somehow.
Yeah, my mother always said not to trust an object that talks where you can't see where it keeps its brain. So.
So the that's good advice. Always go with that advice.
Sound advice
Yeah.
right there.
So Sloopadoop, the
Sloop dog, I believe. is
Sloop
what I like to
dog,
call
yes.
it.
The fish person says, "Are any of you hurt in any way? Would you like to have healing?"
Just my pride.
No, I'm
Do you have
actually.
anything for that?
I'm just gonna
What's
leave my
that? Little healing for his pride.
little healing for my pride.
That I cannot do.
Put my head
I'm
against the
sorry.
wall very quietly and slowly.
Yeah.
Yes, I do not have a cure pride spell. Ha 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 ha.
How adept are you at grafting eye stalks?
Yeah.
Not very, as it turns out.
Where's Peebles?
My hands are not very dexterous.
You didn't go to eye stalk training school
where's
or anything.
Peebles?
Is there such a thing in your world?
It's complicated.
Did you make Peebles go away? The one person who knew how to fix the eye stalks.
I didn't know that was going to be an option.
All right, I go collect
Thanks.
the eye stalks.
I'm now going to go ahead and just slide
Okay.
down
So
the
Yeah.
wall.
you take a,
Yeah, I take them.
How do you have a
Sadly
dagger?
losing.
You
Yeah,
said?
I have this
Ruining
actually
everything.
unsheathed dagger.
So you're using your
The back of my
using mage hand to
yeah using mage hands. This
Okay.
is roughly
Alright, so that'll take you
9
about
and a half pounds. Yeah.
5-10 minutes. You
Okay.
want to get all of them?
Yeah, 18, right? you
Yeah.
said? Why not? I'll put them in my rations bag.
Okay.
Till I don't think I have the ability to fix them right now, but maybe.
You get about here, let me see.
Mage hand, I'm sure I don't have very good dexterity with it.
You're able to
To do a
get
hack job, or just
17 of them.
17, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
one of them,
That's good.
Was damaged in how you cut it off,
Understandable.
or in its demise. But the rest of
That's
them you
okay.
were able to collect.
It's totally fine.
And what's interesting is you look. There looks like he has 10 that were his
That were his.
quote
yeah.
unquote natural or aberration things that he was
Yeah.
created with. But as you look closer, the ones that were grafted on were sutured on, looked like with almost crude.
It's that easy.
With
Okay, I'll try that later. Anyone have ice? Do I have to put it on ice?
It just somehow the magical power was able to
No,
animate
because it
them.
applied to the
Okay.
burn that
But
was
you
my
get the sense.
failure.
Are you trained in Arcana?
I am proficient in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get the sense that while they moved and looked around, they wouldn't have been able to fire.
Oh, interesting. So
with
they
his
were
rays.
they're just cosmetic.
Yeah, trophies.
Okay, trophies.
In a way.
That's cool.
But
I'm all about that. Whatever.
kind of sad. Zazak was obsessed with.
Yeah.
This was his life's
Limp
work. Was
bystander.
to be the.
I'll carry on his life's work, Zazak. Carry it on for you.
Okay. Any guys?
I'll put them in my
anything
pouch
else
for
you
now.
wanna-
Go stand next to Grazilax and just read over his shoulder.
Okay.
What you got there?
Oh, that's all I'm in.
Don't mind. I'm having a conversation.
Oh, just reading a little.
Yes. You want to look at the pages?
Yeah.
It seems like the pages are nonsense. They're swoops and dots and lines. It doesn't seem to follow any alphabet or language that you've ever seen or heard of.
Back away a couple steps then.
Sir Grazilax, we delivered this package to you on behalf of a rather shady organization. I was told we would receive a payment afterwards. Now, do you know who to go to collect this, or are you needing more of our services?
Yes, of course. Well, that's an interesting question. As I've been conferring with this amazing artifact. Oh, well, thank you so much. You're very, very kind. Mr. Grazilax, was it? Oh, you're very, very nice. I really appreciate it. No problem. I'm just going to continue role-playing back and forth.
No, it's
between
great. It's wonderful.
Two telepathic creatures. It says, yes, well, you mentioned further services. Well, that may be required. How much have you encountered here in the Underdark since you've made your way down?
Well, we encountered a beholder and you.
Yeah.
And a whole cast of rather unusual characters, even more unusual than ourselves, up above in the common area.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are a motley crew.
And something about a hyena?
I'm going to just shuffle my feet around a little bit. So, yeah, there was a hyena, I think.
And the book's kind of almost like quivers. See, I told you, they're awake.
Uh-oh.
What is awake?
What is awake? I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is the abyss has opened.
Okay.
The demon lords are here. That's why everyone's been acting so strangely, even more strangely than normal down in the Underdark.
Now, pardon me, but can you repeat this, like the first, 5 or so words of that sentence?
The demon lords are awake, you imbecile.
That was
too many.
7, but
Thank you.
okay, I'll
There
give
we
it
go.
to you.
We counted.
Ah,
Right. All right.
yes. And more importantly, Grazilax kind of turns to you and says, more importantly, this is why I requested this artifact, this book,
Excellent.
because it knew the answer to something that I had eluded me.
Does your book have anything for pride in it?
No, you will never heal your pride, unfortunately.
You were.
But perhaps
one-
you can redeem it.
So, Grazilax, what exactly are you now here proposing we do? Yeah, we could go up back to the surface and be surface dwellers and ignore a lot of this demon here plague, but if you've got an offer for us that involves maybe some hardy gold pieces, I could be interested in what you're putting down.
Yes, well, I would be able to supply gold, for certain. But more importantly, the survival of you surface dwellers, as you might say. For if the demon lords are in fact awake here in the Underdark, it won't be long until they crawl their way into the surface and subjugate you. One in particular, Orcus, the Prince of Undeath.
Oh, great.
His goal, his only goal, is to create an undead mob of anything, any creature. He perverts it all. And my old enclave, my old colony of illithids, I was the only survivor. A plague, an attack, destroyed my elder brain, which possibly might have pushed me towards my current occupation in the Society of Brilliance. But I must say I do have still a sense of home at Sirog. My old coterie is awakened, not naturally, but through undeath. And I believe Orcus has raised an elder brain as a lich and has given the power of undeath to many of my kind, some I called brothers. And he is dominating them and using them as a force to take over the entire Underdark and sooner the surface world. This I knew,
Terrible.
Yep.
but this
Very
book
fat.
has given me the answer.
Oh, good.
A nuisance we used to have back in my former life. Creatures, little floating jellyfish called flumps. Maybe you've heard of them. They are often like rats are to your kind, infesting areas, feeding off of you. One such cloister was near Sirog, and as it turns out, our goals might align, and they may be able to help us.
So
So where do we come in?
I need you to travel with me to Sirog, meet with these flumps, and find some way. Hopefully they will be able to tell us how we can destroy this lich elder brain before Orcus is able to use it to take over the world.
Sounds cool.
Why not?
I don't know.
I think we're.
Will you pay us?
More than your lives and the lives of your countrymen?
Lives of your countrymen are only worth as much as the gold they have on their bodies.
I like him.
Well, it is true, Sirog, while it was a destroyed mind flayer colony, we did collect quite a bit of richness, a lot of gold, a lot of treasure. Orcus has no need for such wealth, so I can only assume it is still there. You may
Cool.
claim it as yours.
And
Great.
I have one more demand. Can we all be entered into the Society of Brilliance?
Sounds
Well,
cool.
You hear Y kind of pipe up. Yeah, no, I might have said that you could be in the society of like kind of smart people. Would you like that? Like a
Brilliant.
minor league kind of, like you know,
Oh.
you're almost at the Society of Brilliance. I mean, you guys are smart, but you're not that smart. We're all brilliant.
Just gonna hang my head. I know.
I mean, he doesn't even have any pride.
Can we renegotiate after you see how brilliant we
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, we'll prove our brilliance. How's this for brilliant?
You just turn it off.
Okay, yeah, we'll settle for really smart people for now.
Grazilax, his tentacles kind of shake, and he's like, yes. You may enter the society of humor, perhaps.
Well, then I should say, good mind flayer, you have my spell book.
Excellent. And your axes after you collect them?
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Yes.
My axes.
I'll try going.
My defunct eye stalks.
Yes.
Plus 18 more in my bag.
They were timely that they awoken when they did.
Yeah.
Perhaps your patron was able to
Yeah,
help in need
we'll see.
in our new quest.
All right, then. Grazilax,
Grazilax.
whatever you prefer, lead the way to our next destination.
The book kind of, oh, actually, I'm the one who's leading the way now. I know where to go. Follow me. It's
now-
about 10 days away from here.
Now,
A
book,
10-day.
I don't want to just call you Book this whole time, because that's kind of creepy. Is there like a name I should give you, a proper noun?
Yes. But why should I tell you?
So that I don't offend you every time I say your name.
Book is fine.
Book
I
is-
only give my name out to people who won't, control me with my name.
That's fair. Characters named Book never die.
Thanks, Fox.
Oh, I don't know what that's from. and I'm
All right,
sad.
so he says, yes, I know exactly where to go to find the flumps. They will be able to help us. So, you guys want to depart this
Yeah.
place?
10 days?
Sentence I never thought I'd
gonna
say,
gather
but
my
let's find the
axes
flumps.
first. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. During
Okay.
the 10 days, can I attempt to work on sewing my stalks on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, as we, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys kind of trudge along. We'll do this kind of same. You're walking through tunnels, going back and forward. Every once in a while, the book will be like, "No, I have no memory of this place." And he'll, "Oh wait, no, that smells better," and he'll go that way. And
Great.
The books with this bag.
and then of course the troglodyte Skris is like, everything smells fine. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys go farther and farther. You get deeper and deeper into your rations, and you have many wonderful conversations with this motley crew of folks as you make your way to Sirog. Let me see if you make
I just need to know.
the encounters.
Is there a way to be happy again?
Hey, you're like 1/10 of a part of almost defeating a beholder. So,
I did 1 point of damage, I will remind.
So
First point of damage, actually.
time passes. You guys get, like I said, you get into there, and the book eventually, after enough time, it says, "Yes, they are near, but be wary. They live right at the border of what the Elder Brain is able to sense."
how many
So-
did I get on throughout the whole time?
Why don't you roll me a d6?
36? Okay. 3.
3.
3. Okay.
Yes.
I now have 13 eye socks that don't do anything.
Yeah, they also lie limp.
They already did that.
But they're very
so,
fashionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah.
So yes, be wary. I do not know exactly where the Elder Brain may be able to detect your thoughts, but you should always guard them if you may. But the flumps are near. And you guys enter a chamber that seems nondescript. You know, through all of your travels, there's nothing really remarkable about it. There's fungi in the corner. You don't seem to see any Fair's Rest or any crystals or glowing crystals or anything. But with the passive perception that you guys have, like Garrett, for example, you're able to kind of see movement out of the corner of your eye. Like whenever you're looking in one area, you'll see my movement over here, and you look, but there's nothing there. But you get the sense that there's something watching you.
Oh, great. That's good.
Grazilax kind of strides forward, and he says, in his through telepathy, which you all hear him, he doesn't move his mouth parts at all, and he says, "Floating ones, you may come forward. I am not your enemy. I am here to defeat that which is your worst enemy."
Guys, I think we're surrounded.
Kind of booms out all in your mouth. And then one movement, kind of about 60 feet away, kind of reveals itself behind a stalagmite. And it looks almost like a balloon, kind of 3 foot wide, floating thing that kind of
Oh,
kind
cute.
of gets into.
A little bit of the maggot thing I feel place we were in.
And it.
That's not so bad, I suppose.
Right?
Does it glow? Is that
Actually, kind of
stable?
adorable.
It does
Does it
seem to glow.
Okay, that's cute.
And
Right?
make me. I keep asking for insight checks for you because you're the person who keeps asking. So make me an insight check.
Great. Yeah, that's totally. I'm good at that. No, I'm not. 11.
11.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does seem to glow a specific hue. It seems to
Okay.
be like a yellow.
Okay. Like
And
yellow.
it looks. I'm trying to find an actual picture, so sorry if it's taking a bit. 1 second. Gee, it's taking too long.
Do we only see one at first, or is there more of them? Like, are they?
You only see one at first.
Just the one. All right.
Yeah.
Do I still continue
yes.
to see movement out of the sides of my eyes?
This is what it looks like.
That thing right there.
Oh, it's so cute. Sort of looks a little like me.
Yeah.
But upside down.
And it looks to you.
Upside
It
down
seems
me.
its skin seems to be glowing, yellowish, and it says,
Adorable.
"In your heads, you hear, hello,"
Hello.
and maybe you only kind of you hear it louder.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Hey there, buddy.
Hi.
How
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Babette. Who are you?
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm Fremo.
Hi, Primo. How are you today? Would you like to be my friend?
I am a bit scared.
Oh, that's okay. We're here to help. I think. I don't know. Or you're here to help. One of the two. It's great.
What about that guy? The illithid.
Oh, everyone here is great.
Great.
Yeah, friendly. Really friendly. Awesome, happy people.
Why are you with him?
Because we're trying to save the world, I think, right? So we're trying, yeah,
Go with that.
save the world.
Sounds great.
Mhm.
Heroes.
Save the world.
Yeah, like good, happy times.
Well, it seems to flush red.
Yeah.
I like good happy times.
That's great, Primo. Would you like to help us save the world? Do you have any friends that also like good, happy times? Would like to
Yeah.
help us save the world?
They're more scared than I am.
Oh, well, but that's okay because you know what the good thing about being afraid is you can stop and then be happy.
Well, I was happy for a second, but now I'm scared again. And he flushes yellow.
Aw, Freeman.
Why would sometimes creatures say things that are nice, but they aren't?
No, I'm pretty nice. You can ask me.
Do you know about the... and he almost is like struggling to find a telepathic word for it. So instead you get a picture of a corpulent, huge, demonic figure.
Ooh, that's bad. That's I do not. Do we know? I know of it. I've never seen that before. Have you seen that? You've seen that before?
Yes.
Primo? That's what you're scared of? Well, we want to defeat that.
He controls the illithids.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm trying. He's very afraid. He's very sweet, though.
Can we hear what she is hearing?
They seem to have a direct
Yeah.
telepathic
Yeah,
connection.
so we're just looking at the back
staring
console.
at
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's very sweet. He's very sweet. His name's Primo, and I guess his favorite color is yellow. He showed me a demon that's very, very bad, and he's afraid of him, and he controls the what? The illithids?
The illithids.
The illithids.
Like him, like it, like that.
Who's he pointing at?
You see, he seems to be indicating
At
Grazilax.
Grazilax, okay. But Grazilax is good. Grazilax is good, happy, fun times. Using as many good adjectives as I can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Are
us.
Are you good?
Yes. And technically I'm neutral, but yeah, why not?
Okay. Well, all of you kind of get a sense that you're being, like that feeling of being watched kind of almost triples. Like you feel like you're almost like you're like,
Yeah.
and then you see several other floating creatures
They're so cute.
up here around them, and they say, are you really here to help?
Of course we are.
And so one of them says, my name's Gloobadoo. Can you help
Be able
me?
to say that.
I'm Glebe. Can you help me? And then it's
Yes.
to all of you guys. I'm Algie. I want to help you.
As my great compatriot here has made known, we are here to help you with the happy fun times. Now, BMO, or whatever his name is over there,
Primo.
has
We
decided
don't have a BMO yet, but we would like a
I'll be your BMO. We'll be here now to help you all out. Now, this illithid over yonder, he's got a good heart overall. We encountered him, and his goal was to actually turn on Orcus, some arch Prince Duke Ferdinand of the Undead, and we're gonna strike him on down. So, if y'all would like to help with that
Remembering
quest
things
of
is
ours,
hard.
it'd be fantastic.
Oh, yes. Yes, I would. I'm Primo. I can help. I know where Orcus is. You said Orcus. That's
Yeah.
the demon?
The
Yeah.
demon, yeah.
Yeah, and again, he's trying to you get flashes of pictures of a huge corpulous demon holding a scepter with a human skull at the top of it that glows green fire.
I think back to BMO. I don't know him on a first name basis. Fremo. I don't know him on a first name basis, but I do imagine that's what the Arch Prince of Death would look like.
Yes. I was there.
Sorry, what?
I was there.
Where?
Where he was.
Why?
Did you escape?
And then you see his shade turn to a purplish kind of color.
That's the bad color.
And he says, because I was bad.
And how were you bad, Fremo?
I reacted poorly. I pushed away my friends. I
Like Luke?
called them names. I was not acting as we do. I was not a friend. So I ran. I left. I left my compatriots.
You have
left
a
the
chance.
cloister.
You have a chance to help now. You have a chance to be a friend again.
I do. You're right.
Yeah.
And perhaps after I was taken there, I know the way. I know the way back.
That's great. It's great, Primo.
I look over at the illithid. He seems to be a little quiet during all this conversation. So what does he have to say?
He's listening, paying attention. He's actually. Do you want to ask him something? Or?
Yeah, I just want to ask Ilith that, you know, these little creatures here, these wonderful little friends, seem to be a little frightened, and can you please talk to them and help them understand your good intentions?
Of course, I understand. The reason I have been so quiet is because they are, and again, you're hearing this all in your mind, and he makes it known to all of them. I've never actually seen these creatures before with my eyes. I've only felt them psychically on the fringes of where I travel. They are a legend almost to my people, an aberration that has psionic powers, but is, for lack of a better word, good. Wants to help. These are alien concepts to me, so I'm a bit fascinated by what they do. But in some ways, I am similar to them now. I mean, I would not say I'm a charitable person or would do anything that would risk my own life for others, but I also want to help the Underdark. I'm merely fascinated. I want to help, and he's making this known to the Flumps, and they're also just as confused as he is. They've never, you get the sense they've never seen a mind flayer act this way, and because they can detect thoughts, they trust him.
That's
So
great.
I'm confused. Is the plan then that we're going to take out a demon lord?
I don't think you'll be able to do that,
No.
says Fremo. And the book pipes up. He's like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
Okay, I just,
So-
expectations. Just
So
making sure I know
what's the next step? in the plan?
Grazilax says, but
Okay.
the undead elder brain lich is a disgusting perversion of my race. And that
Sure.
shall be eradicated.
We strike down the Lich, we weaken the Demon King.
Take away his servants.
Take away his servants, take away his power. Some other group of adventurers, perhaps coming in a few hours, could perhaps deal with them
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
Sounds
couple
good.
hours from now.
So the book says there's only one way you'll be able to destroy the elder brain.
Okay.
It is a very powerful creature, even more in undeath. It's able to detect not only your thoughts and speak with you telepathically over a distance of 5 miles, but it can pinpoint your location. It will know exactly where you are,
Even if I'm wearing a sheet.
especially if you're wearing a sheet.
Okay.
He chuckles.
Well, team, I don't know what y'all thinking, but I feel like we have no other choice but to go in and rectify the situation here.
We've come this far. Why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
And Fremo speaks up telepathically, of course, and he says, when I was in that horrid temple, and he's struggling with these words because they're alien to him, but when I was in that chamber, I saw a very large, and again, he had the picture of a stalagmite. It enters your brain. I saw a very large hanging above the elder brain, and there was a crack in it. I didn't think it would be necessary or important until now, but perhaps if you were able to loosen that and drop it into the elder brain, you might cause enough damage before he's able to detect your presence.
No, this is
Ah, Fremo. This is great.
this is a great idea for you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
we
something
can
I
do that.
do.
He flushes red. He's like, really?
Yeah.
You
You
think-
did good,
you think it's a good
Fremo.
idea?
Now for happy
And
fun.
then his other kind of flumps go near him, and they're like, their tentacles kind of like look like they're packing on the back. Like, it's okay, female.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
They're all very happy. And the book speaks up and says, yes, that might work, especially if the stalagmite is blessed of some kind, some kind of radiant, good deity were able to exert its power and hallow the stalactite. It might make sure that it's not just mere physical damage, but also radiant divine damage that might destroy it as well.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, is anyone good at that?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Well,
Yes, well, that's a problem then, isn't it?
yeah. Any of these rays do
Sort
any,
I imagine we can find somebody back in town who's got a clerical prowess to them.
You hear the book
You can pull out a page from me.
Yes.
It's a bless spell.
Oh, that's sweet.
It'll work. Ugh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ah,
This is
bless you,
ridiculous.
Thanks, book.
Thanks, book.
That's not even funny.
Bless you.
I thought you'd enjoy a literary pun. You're a novel.
Ah. It's an old
Ugh.
phrase,
If you keep making puns, I'm gonna leave and not give you myself.
You sure you're not gonna punch me?
Is that even a pun? I don't.
Almost.
Well,
That sounds like a way we go, Bookie.
this is gonna tear me apart.
It won't make you become unbound.
Oh.
Well, and then Grazilax kind of peeps up and he says, "Well, that still doesn't solve the problem of how we're going to get close enough so that the Elder Brain doesn't detect our presence."
Can we
Yes.
ride the flumps?
What's
What?
say that
Yeah.
again?
I
Yeah.
asked if we could ride the flumps.
And then he'll just think we're flumps.
Fremo says, "I've never been ridden before.
Happy fun, good times.
Might be fun."
Yes,
It's always
that's
fun.
the
I
one.
think it'd
Happy
be
fun,
fun.
good
I'm
times.
a small little thing. I'm very light, and I'm
Perhaps the small one.
Well, we can, yeah, and then I can
And
just
you
sort of
already
be
flowed.
I can be next to one. It's just so he'll think we're just some flumps. He won't
Yeah.
think we're, yeah.
Well, ordinarily I don't trust drow, but it seems like it would be a good thing.
No,
A drow helped me
that's good. Drow are happy fun.
when I was captured by the brain.
Oh. Wow.
drow did.
A drow helped you.
Yes.
Was there a drow there, like at the brain?
Yes.
What?
He made sure that the Illithids couldn't find me.
Oh wow. How did he make sure they couldn't find you? The spell?
I don't know.
or-
I was
oh.
passed out, but I awoke, and he was tending
It's really
to me.
cool, yeah. Drow are happy fun people.
Did he tell you who he was?
He left.
Oh,
No.
yeah, okay.
He didn't.
Well,
So party the plan to get this straight. We ride the flumps on in, go
think
take
so.
out the stalactite, drop it on the mother brain, kill it off, and then we got rid of all the problems in the world. Does that all sound peachy?
Yeah!
woo!
Let's do it.
Awesome. All right.
Excellent.
We're going to take a short break with the plan all in place. And when we come back, we'll see it all go to pieces. Thanks, you guys.
All right, and we are back. There is nothing unusual going on here at all. This is completely normal.
Completely normal. He does this on a daily basis, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find this actually very slimming. I feel like I could just, wear this all the time. And
Do you want to talk about the dress itself?
It's actually very, very cozy.
Cozy.
Yeah, it's because it's a little cold in here, so I'm getting warm. I have pockets. That's a highlight.
He has pockets.
Yeah, I can twirl. There was some discussion about me doing the Mind Flayer dance, but I'm afraid that that's going to have to be at a higher threshold of donations.
But he would have to. You would dance in the dress, right?
I don't know. That's a pretty high threshold here.
Next year we'll have to get him in heels and dance and in a dress.
Dance in heels. I don't actually
Guess you'll
understand how women do that.
I guess you'll have to practice this year then.
Yeah. 500 in the next hour, and I'll do the Mind Flare dance. I realize that's a high threshold.
Can we bring that down to 300?
No, because I actually have to go and learn the Mind Flare dance, and that is going to require some studying.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can go with that.
So we actually have some things that don't involve my body or me wearing a dress.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's all right. We're done here. That's all the intermission is. Me in a dress. We're done.
And Greg's out. He just dropped his mic, actually.
All right. I don't think you can mic drop lav mics. That would be really. I would just pull it out. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the prizes that we still have. I guess the player's handbook is not available anymore. We just deceived all of you. We still have some of the We Love Fine clothes left, some of the t-shirts. We still have the leggings left and the dress, Greg exclusive dress.
At this point, this is more valuable than retail.
I'm surprised it's not going for like $500 now.
eBay this.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Except you actually have to. It's the reverse form of eBay where you have to pay somebody to take something.
Oh, well.
It's sad day.
I actually just found out the other day that apparently Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have a jar with their breaths in it, and that's selling for a good amount of money.
That's weird.
It's awful.
Yeah.
People are buying it too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do breaths go stale at some point?
Can you breathe into a jar and just test this out?
I don't know. It'll reach a desperate point in the stream if we are actually and we've gone through all of our D&D stuff, so we are just bottling our breaths. And other
for $100, you can get Greg's breath in a jar.
Yeah. I don't. Again, I think that's the reverse form of eBay where you have to pay people.
Please take it.
All right.
Please.
So we've actually posted all the stuff that we have available on the link that's posted to the Twitch site, so you can check that out and see what's available. We also have now new Sword Coast Legends codes. These will be for just the normal version of the game. That's going to be for $50 donations. We will send you those codes. We're pretty excited about Sword Coast Legends. It's coming out on October 20th, and it's going to be awesome.
Super awesome. We've had a lot of fun in the office playing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I failed at the Dungeon Master mode the first time. Well, actually, I succeeded in entertaining myself.
Let's define success.
Success involves you shrieking as I chase after you with monsters.
That happened. I was running through the dungeon, and he literally spawned about 50 zombies on me. We were done.
Don't forget the traps. There were traps too.
There were traps.
And Chris Dupuis was dead, which was actually the funniest.
Everyone was dead, Greg.
Yeah.
Can you just be honest?
Really good. That's a preview of what's to come with my adventure later on, which may or may not involve purple worms.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right. So we actually have a guest that we're going to bring on, Mr. Gavin Verhey. Come on down with your fancy bow tie. Is that actually a tied bow tie or is it a clip-on?
I must say it is unfortunately a clip-on, but I do know how to tie a bow tie. Just as this was the right color coordination for a circus performer.
All right, respect for the clip-on then. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your character and maybe some of the donations that helped form him?
Him, indeed. So my character is Cletus Netherbottom. He is the leader of the Sword Coast Circus, which of course is on the Sword Coast, out in the wonderful realms, and I cast spells from a deck of Magic the Gathering cards.
I haven't heard of this game.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
Beats me.
In addition to Dungeons and Dragons, there's another game that Wizard of the Coast produces, slightly less well known perhaps, but but so I'm an illusionist, perhaps a magician, if you will, who summons the little illusions based on a deck of magic cards that my wonderful followers donated to my profile to put into my deck. And they all have flying, thanks to some donators. And I have to be entirely in character for the entire course of the stream, thanks to some other donators. So it's been a fantastic string, over, I think, almost $600 raised. So
Nice.
good work, team.
I can't imagine that this is nearly as difficult as being in character as an Eldrazi ooze the entire time last time.
Last year was truly fantastic. Being an Eldrazi ooze, I was all green. You can go back and watch the videos, but I was all green and I was waving my green little arms and had to be an ooze the entire time and look for love.
Yeah, there was definitely a number of dice that had your saliva on them at the end, as I recall.
It's true. I spit all my dice out. Not doing that again this year. That was fun, but also a choking hazard. Good to know.
Say, how would an ooze speak?
It's complicated.
It involves lots of flailing, as I recall.
Lots of flailing, a little bit of mouth stuff. But you know, I mean, one of my favorite things from last year is one of our users created some fan art based on the fact that I found my true love at the end of that mission. So, so if there's no fan art for me at the end of this mission, I'll be very disappointed. So hopefully some of you wonderful viewers out there can create something about Cletus for you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Gavin. We're going to just move on. I think we have one more interview this session with Demetrios, whatever his name may be.
It's Friendlios, I think, at this point.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone who donated to my page. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. It's been a really fun time. And I'll let Demetrios come on in.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Demetrios.
Hello.
Demetrios actually plays a very important role in all of this happening, as he is one of our, well, actually, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at Wizards?
I make sure that computers work better than my ability to be a barbarian, by far. I manage all the Macs in the building, so I make sure that all of our Macintosh computers, our iPhones, iPads, etc. work well.
Very handy, especially in getting this set up.
Sometimes you'll touch a PC. Sometimes.
On occasion. I try really hard not to unless there's hand sanitizer nearby, because I really don't want to make a mess of things.
We just went there.
You're welcome.
So you mentioned you're playing a barbarian.
I
and
am.
You're not necessarily the most expert in it.
This is probably okay. So I only ever play a wizard or a rogue or a whiz rogue, depending on things, and so this is completely outside of my.
That different from a barbarian.
I didn't think so, but I'm learning that's entirely different. I actually have to hit it. I can't just magic missile and call it a day. So my accuracy has been terrible, and as my teammates can attest, watching me consistently roll 3s and 6s and just crying softly to myself.
Healthy casual.
Hey, look at that over there. I need to leave for at this time and juncture. Goodbye. So yeah, no, it's been fun. Like having never done this before, will probably work really hard at making a better barbarian.
All right. Is that thanks to your donors that you're playing that? Or
it is, yes. Okay. And that's also why I have the accent and why I'm a halfling. Oh, because that's never a thing barbarian. I do. I am a halfling barbarian.
Actually, one was in my home game, believe it or not.
Do you really?
He chose to be that.
Really?
Yeah.
Little pack of
Good on
dynamite.
her.
Yeah. Golly. I didn't. But thanks. But thank you so much for that creativity. It's great. Awesome.
You know, I love dresses with pockets.
Actually, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean,
all dresses
dressed
should have
before,
pockets.
So
before today.
Yeah. So really, this is all I know.
Is this a new life experience for you?
It is an oversized shirt.
Yeah.
Goes with the shoes.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me now?
But I don't think shirts with pockets would actually be.
I'd be very okay. Plenty of shirts have pockets.
Yeah, unless you like, I don't know.
Like a what? A
he needs
sweater?
to leave now.
Cardigan? Oh, I need to leave.
No,
now?
he needs to leave now.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, all right.
Fashion Week.
All right,
oh, look at all this room.
Good for you. Okay.
Oh no!
All right.
Please come back. Okay. Well. Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yeah. I see you're playing D&D.
Yeah. I've trying. Playing. I don't know so much. Failing.
There are mushrooms here.
There are mushrooms here.
Yep. Greg.
Come back, buddy. You've got some of your friends here.
You guys are on your own.
There's a fun guy.
No, I'm just gonna sit over here. And
anyway, so we, I think, are going to move on to the final hour of the session.
Yes.
And remember, we still have quite a few prizes still available, and then the Sword Coast Legends codes are available now. I guess that's all for us now.
Hashtag Flumparida. Flumparida, everybody. All right.
And Greg's ballerina.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
God, help me. I want to go drink. I can't drink.
Thank you for all of the prop wearing that was happening during the break. I thought it was awesome. We should get more of that. I want more of it happening. Where we last left off, we were about to execute the plan of the Flumps, perhaps even the revenge of the Flumps, as it were. But sad news, I was looking up some more statistics on these plans. This is the DM talking to players at this moment. They only have a strength of 6, which I don't think they'll be able to carry anybody besides maybe Demetrios.
If we do mathematics here and we actually use weight dispersion by tying like 20 of them together, realistically,
That
we can,
might work.
Alternatively,
20, we have
flump
3.
raft.
Yeah.
Right,
They don't have
like
to
a
carry
flump
me
raft.
either.
Flump cloud,
Okay.
if you will.
Yeah, they don't have to carry me.
Alternatively, I could suggest my illusions all fly if y'all wanted to ride some of my illusions.
I mean, we just have to look
they
like
probably
flumps.
won't disappear underneath you.
We have to be. That's
That
we
is
have
a
to,
definite possibility.
The point of this is we have to be detected as flumps.
Yeah.
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 So we'll
So,
have to just tape the flumps to
Can we
us.
tape the flumps together or tie? We have rope. I have rope.
The
I
book
think.
looks at you with his eyes and says, not only that, we must find a way to distract the Prince of Undeath. For I do not think you want to fight him if he is present. And there's only one thing that demon lords hate more than the living.
Aye.
Flumps.
Other demon lords.
Oh.
Hell.
Okay.
Yes. Orcus, in fact, has a well-known rivalry with Grasts and Demogorgon,
Great.
as well as Inogu, the demon lord of Knowles, and Slaughter. Perhaps there might be some way for you to lure one of these other demon lords near Searog so as to distract him.
Is there like a demon
And
lord
the-
store or something we can just go to and buy a signal?
It is called the Abyss,
The Abyss.
but unfortunately it is defunct.
Went there in my teenage years.
Disappointing.
So, here's what I propose.
Disappointing.
The Society of Brilliance has agreed to lure one of these demon lords near.
Excellent.
Yes.
Great.
We have heard the yipping of hyenas recently,
Aye.
and perhaps that means Unogu is wandering in this area of the Underdark right now. We might be able to get him here and challenge Orcus to come out and perhaps distract him.
Excellent.
That sounds really good.
I like it.
Go Society of Brilliance. That's why you're brilliant.
Well, thanks. I mean, it's true. The book did tell us this, but we would also have come up with this idea without it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Right.
Right. Totally.
Clearly.
Good. Of course.
Fremo says telepathically, I don't know if I'd love to be floating for you, but I don't know how that's going to work. We have telepathic powers, but we don't necessarily prevent others from being detected. That is not what we do.
But if there's like a bunch of you in an area,
Well, if
It might be enough.
if he's distracted by this demon, do we need to even be like do we even need to be hiding with the flumps?
Well, it is the elder brain that will be able to detect you.
Oh, the elder brain will detect.
And it won't be able to
Alright.
move.
so I feel like if there's like like a group of them.
Like we do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
Encased in flumps.
Yeah, they can float around us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a net.
Like a giant hug.
What is a
Yeah.
net?
Just a
You hear
hug.
Fremo ask in your mind.
Beautiful, happy arrangement of flumps in
Yeah.
large numbers,
Oh.
encircling their friends
You have a word for this?
Yeah.
right now.
Net?
Have you ever had a hug? Very
No.
well. It's like a hug. Do you want a hug? I don't have arms. Maybe one of them can
come
show
here.
you.
Come here, you.
What's that? And they kind of,
Oh, come here, it's fun.
what? And you
Hold it.
embrace
You
a
gonna flump
flump
Carefully.
carefully.
Flumper?
Hey, you don't wanna
It
break-
flushes red.
Aw.
And it says, I like hug and net. We can do net.
Well, net's like a bunch of hugs.
Do you want to net with me?
Yes.
Yes.
And your friends.
Yeah.
Let's all net together.
Go ahead, Matt.
We might even be able to make an intranet.
Oh, another new word.
You're learning
What does that
so
mean?
many-
So
An
good.
internet is like a bunch of nets put together. It's better than one net.
In your brain, all I see is cat videos and random strangers yelling at each other.
That's close enough. Aye.
It's really just a series of tubes.
Oh,
We're doing that now.
Okay.
I see now. And you get a picture of, you know that old screensaver that used to be the tubes that were like
Yeah.
building? That's what you picture you see.
Tubes.
Yeah, that one.
One of those?
You have developed beyond even I had imagined. Truly, you are an amazing species.
We do come from an alien world. Not many people know that,
Wow, now we know that.
but you
Cool.
do.
All right.
You are friends. You hug. You net with me.
Yeah.
You are.
We'll
I
net
can
with you.
share.
So,
Shall we net there then?
so yeah, the Brilliance people are gonna take care of the luring the demon.
Yes.
Okay.
Y says, yeah, okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
And I
You
think we
guys
do
do
it
that.
because you see, we're the most smartest people who can be able to do it. And if we go and do it fast, that means we won't get hurt by that Orcus guy. But it's possible he would kill us too. So, maybe we should do it.
I think you should do it.
You're brilliant. You'll find
Yeah,
a
you're
way out.
brilliant. Yeah.
Good point.
You won't
I
die.
knew I liked you guys.
So, Society of Brilliance, you're going to go round up this demon lord to attack. When should we move? Because
Yeah.
obviously we shouldn't move right now before you've done the rounding
Unless
of
you
the
think
up.
the
So
rounding
when
up
should
will
we
take-
head on over?
Grazilax says, ordinarily I would say I'd be able to signal you telepathically, but because such communication will be monitored by the Elder Brain, I think that's not the best thing to do. Are you in any way able to sense the passage of time? Any of you?
I don't have wrists, so I don't really keep a watch.
Usually it's the sun.
Yes.
I
There's
have-
no-
Wouldn't it be obvious when the two demon lords
the,
start to fight?
the big evil disc that shines and hurts us?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Aye.
I see. Yes, no, that is not down here, thankfully.
I keep an explorer's pack on me at all times, and inside is a timekeeping device given me by my grandpappy.
Excellent, excellent. Well, yes. Well, may I see it?
I do, and I pull out a gold little watch with magical numbers that tick around the edges and hand it on over.
Fascinating. You are wondrous. You said you're grandpappy?
Grandpappy.
And what is that?
It's a regional term.
For?
The precursor to your precursor.
Ah, I see. Yes, we do not have a
Term for this?
term for that in
don't matter.
Mind Flayer language. Yes.
Grandpappy works good.
Yes, I guess that would be 3 elder brains from mine.
Right.
Yes.
Grandpappy
Doesn't
brain?
quite work that way. But I understand. How does this device work? It's fascinating.
What happens is, you see, there's this tiny little hand here that magically rotates around, swiveling as the time moves forward. That indicates to you how many clock tick button round pieces it's gone since the last clock tick button round piece.
You hear the Orog be like, "This is boring. I know what to do. When you hear the yipping of hyenas outside, you go in."
Sounds good to me.
If the Society of Brilliance
Is that what
says
we're
it, it
trying to
must
figure
work.
out this whole time? I thought we were just trying to figure out time. So, oops.
Well, some kind of signal where we know that it's safe, right?
Yipping of hyenas, great.
Yeah,
We'll,
and you see Orcus leave, there, that's when you go in.
we'll get the net ready. All right, let's do it. Okay,
Aye.
All right then.
Yeah.
Form the net.
Okay.
we'll
so,
start forming the net.
And you see the flumps with your direction kind of do form almost like a sphere matrix. There's about,
Excellent.
there's about 11 of them. So they're able to kind of create a circle, and then they one of them moves, the female actually moves out of the way and says, okay, you can try and enter, and they have their tentacles they're kind of holding on to each other.
Can I ask Fremo a
they're
question?
tendrils, they have tendrils. They're
Can I ask Fremo a question? Are
Yeah.
there any bees in the Underdark?
bees?
Bees.
No. Bees?
Oh, bees.
Like insects?
Not beads, bees.
Bees?
Yeah.
Bees.
Bees?
Bees, yes.
No.
Okay.
No. There's nothing to... and you see the book say, clearly, there's nothing to pollinate down here, so why would there be bees?
Underdark bees. Go on.
Well, good
There's
try.
sturges.
It's not the same thing.
No. Okay.
We'll need the book.
What's that?
Praxis. You'll need to give us the book.
Or the page, at least. Do we have the blessed
book.
page?
The book.
Uh,
You'll need to give us the
Grazilax
book.
says, well, no, unfortunately, the book is mine. That was the payment.
But we'll need it to bless the stalactite.
Yes. Well, as I believe the book had said, you were able to take a page
Oh.
with you.
Who has the page? I don't have hands, so.
I don't think it was actually given to us yet.
Yes.
Yeah,
The book
Open. Aye.
opens up to a specific page and says, here, take this one. And it like flaps up.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah. Carefully, try not to rip the binding.
Just rip it a little.
But yeah, you're able to kind of cleanly rip it out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And,
I can do that well. Bookbinding is my.
Do you look at it?
feature. Yeah, I do.
Okay, it's still kind of unintelligible.
Cool.
To you.
So turn
How
it
do
upside
we-
down. Sorry, I think I might have.
Why don't I just...
I'm going to take a look at it as a wizard. Perhaps I got some thinkings on this.
Okay, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Gonna turn it.
5.
5. You look at it and you're like, oh yeah, I don't really.
Wait, can you
understand
show
this
it to
either."
me? Can I see if I can
show it to
understand it?
With that.
You
There
should-
you go.
Is it a particular language that I might know? Or? I
Let
have.
go of it.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, nope, worse than his.
Okay, Sloop.
I'm gonna.
Sloop-a-doop.
Can I do one? Can I? I have Arcana.
Sure.
Why not? Fuck me sideways.
I'll show you all how to
Alright.
read.
I don't. I critically fail.
Critically fail, and
Critically
you
fail.
sneeze and rip it apart. No, no. Sloop-a-doop says, "I'll take it."
Drop it.
And he's like, "Yeah, it's divine magic, you morons. That's why you can't read it." I can read it. It's fine. I can. It's a bless spell.
Okay, well, we're taking him.
You'll need to come with us.
Yeah.
He looks at Grazilax, and Grazilax says, "Okay, if that's what needs to happen."
Great.
And he says, "Well, looks like you got me." And he goes and he tries to swim into the lump net.
All right, we're in the net. Now we just have to wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Go do your demon luring thing.
So you guys are in. I just want to kind of describe this for everyone at home. Again, it's a sphere of flumps. All their tendrils are holding together. It's kind of like a geodesic dome
Feelings.
of flumps. And as all of you kind of get in, you probably weigh all together. You don't weigh anything, which is
No.
good, so you can float right in the middle.
Yeah.
You're a dragonborn with.
Actually, the lightest dragonborn in existence, though.
Oh, well, that's good. How many pounds do you think you have?
I actually wrote it down. 145.
145. That's
He's
not.
very
that's,
skinny.
that's very slim.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a halfling, so you're probably around 90 to 80 pounds.
I think it was less than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go
Big
this
eater.
way.
Are you a slight magician?
I wear 165.
What? The heaviest guy in the. So when you get
I'm
in,
in the circus
actually,
industry, okay?
Watoa is
You got
probably
peanuts everywhere.
and circus peanuts. It's like very hard to resist them.
They're fattening peanuts, okay?
I've been watching my weight. So as the Kutua and you kind of go in, they definitely stretch and adjust a little bit. Maybe put another flump on the bottom where one was on the top. But it is able to float along in some kind of strange manner.
This is such a good thing.
Yeah.
This is
And
so
then,
happy
and then
fun
we're like,
good
you guys
times.
like, okay, what you, Y says, what you should do, you should practice. You should make sure that you have a rehearsal, and you know about rehearsals, and do them really fast, and make sure you know what you're doing, so that when you fly, you don't crash and burn and die, and everyone in the plane sucks. Okay, bye. And then they're like, all right, we're gonna take our leave.
Okay.
When you hear the yipping, you should go in. So they take the book, and they leave. And Grazilax, as he's departing, says, I'll make sure, if I survive, I'll send a message to the Zentarum to know that the task has been fulfilled.
Okay.
And I thank you for taking this, taking on this task. You, I wouldn't say you're noble, but you're doing what needs to happen in order to ensure the survival of all things.
Thank you, Grazilax.
Yeah,
I
thank you,
appreciate you
Grazilax.
saving our lives before.
I might.
I bite.
Yeah, I bite.
I bite, and Y says, I bite.
I bite.
And Blurg says, I bite. And Skris says, get out of here. And they depart.
Okay.
Okay, so some time passes? Do you guys rehearse?
Yeah, I
You
was
do?
gonna say,
Yeah, we
you're
rehearse.
probably pretty good at
We
organizing
definitely
these kinds of
rehearse. In
things.
fact, we get into the flump net and just practice dropping out a few times. Talk to the flumps, make them reorganize appropriately. We make sure that they understand kind of what their role is going to be in the process, and that they're going to follow us as we do all the magics, so that their protective psychic barrier helps contain the Elder Brain's thoughts.
And Fremo kind of takes point on all this, and he says, I think this can work. You talk to me in your mind, and I'll listen to you, and I'll make sure and relay that all out to my friends.
Yeah.
And we do this all the time. We work together all the time, so this is perfect. We'll be able to. It'll be great. It'll be like you're piloting some kind of mystical airship.
Thank you, Fremo.
That's really cool.
Should we make them sing?
And they all kind of flush red with excitement.
Aw, happy
they're
fun
all
times.
singing.
All right.
Shall we see how fast we can get it
the
to
same
go
time?
with a fly spell?
Is that a thing, or is it just not going to worry about it?
Well, they're flying, right? So we don't have to.
They're floating. but we
They're
can
floating.
push.
Oh, we could push. Yeah. I don't know if any of us have that.
Oh, I
Going
can
to
do
like
that.
a
You could
reverse
do that.
crab.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Dragons
asking.
fly all the time.
Cool. Oh yeah, that's true.
Not floats working.
You do fly, but okay, small.
Well, they have a, they can float along.
I'll cast fly and try to push see how fast we can actually move.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do flumps work?
They actually
From a thought
shoot out
process.
air. Oh wait,
Okay,
that's how they fly. They shoot out
They
jets.
shoot out air.
That
So
fly
from
out there.
from the brain thought thing, the brain mapping, the scariness, the whatever it is.
Yeah.
The how their thoughts work, like they're just thinking all the time.
Yeah. Well, they have kind of like a advanced telepathy, so they're able to
Okay.
kind of perceive and communicate to anything within 60 feet of them.
Excellent.
But then they also get kind of like an empathic feeling of like your emotions as well.
I'm trying to decide. We were just discussing whether or not it was necessary to have them like thinking, like actively like singing a song or something.
Oh,
to
well,
generate
to, like,
psychic
yeah.
field, like
Sure.
radar scrambling, that type of jazz.
We could all sing a circus song on the way into fight off the Elder Brain.
Excellent.
What's the circus song? How does it go? Fremo says.
Teach us.
Yeah, it goes exactly like this, you see. It goes, and excuse my language, but I live in the circus and it's really kind of awesome, so we're going on to fight the Elder Brain Possum. Gonna go on down in that raid, gonna take him down, and gonna see it in a haze. We're gonna fight him now, gonna do all the stuff we need to do. This rap is gonna take all the flumps right to you. We're gonna go on into the jet. Can you sing along with me? I'll even bet you'll take on down everything that you need as we cast spells. Our wizard's here to please. We got a nice little barbarian on the road to take it down, and even a beholder. She's right in town. We're gonna go on in, check things twice, and then when you know it, the Elder Brain's gonna roll some dice.
Ba-dum-dum. Well done.
Mike.
All right, now repeat that. Flumps.
Yeah, the
So,
flumps
I-
together.
You
No,
got some
not
inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes, you have an inspiration for that song.
That's
If you were a bard, you'd get 2 of them.
well done.
Wait, what's that?
Plus one inspiration.
You've had
Oh, great.
inspiration
So
this
now
whole
you have
time.
2. Great, and you can pass out inspiration to anyone too.
I feel particularly inspired. Perhaps someone who rolls very poorly will want
Nice.
You're a gentleman
Well
and a
played.
sage.
So the flumps somehow, out of one hearing, they're able to learn that song, and it's all they're doing for the next hours and hours and hours. They repeat it back directly. They think they're having the time of their lives.
Happy fun times.
When all of a sudden, yip 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 yip. Go!
All right, it's time to go.
All right,
just like we practice, flumps.
you guys float forward.
Dun, dun, dun.
Fremo knows the way exactly to where the illithid elder brain, the lich is, and he takes you through it. You're going, you go down into caverns. You're floating as much as you can, not touching anything. But every once in a while, you go around a corner, and the tendrils of the flumps on the outside kind of whirl around stalactites. You're going down through things. You're going up to go through chambers. At one point, you actually do like a loop-de-loo and curl around. Go directly forward, and then all of a sudden you're in a large chamber that has pillars that go straight up and down on either side of an entrance in front of it. And you see, in front there, you see a massive, massive creature that you have never seen the like before. It is...
It's probably benign.
Yeah, and the flumps are smart enough where they're actually at the top of this chamber, kind of in
Got
the darkness between the stalactites. They're still going forward, but they're weaving in and out. But this chamber is just designed in such a way where they're able to kind of be out of the sight of this thing.
You do realize
Yep,
that
yep.
you made them sing a song about the plan that we were about to do.
Should work fine.
It's fine. Just don't worry about it. Nope. Don't
Like,
pay
If there's one thing I've learned, Babette, it's that things never go according to plan. So
Yeah.
you just broadcast out the real plan. Surely we want something far worse.
So you see a creature that looks like this.
Oh.
A large hyena like thing that's roaring up, and all around him you see gnolls. An entire pack of what looks like 30, 50 gnolls, and around them packs of hyenas, and they're all yipping as loud as they can, so it kind of drowns out the sound of your song, so you shouldn't worry
Plan
about
song.
that. And then marching forward from the space where there's the two pillars is another very large creature. It's corpulent, pustules popping out of its body. It's got huge bat-like wings out behind it, and a face with a almost like a horse's like skull with horns sticking out of it, and it strides forward and says, "Inogu, you will be destroyed!" And it rushes forward, and Inogo and his hyenas again start to rush forward, and there's a huge clash as Demon Lord fights Demon Lord. The huge wand of Orcus strikes against Unogu's face and wounds it. But then as that whole hyenas rush forward and try to rip off Orcus's flesh, and it just sloughs off with blood and pus flying everywhere. Meanwhile, you guys are singing your happy rap song.
Happy fun time.
Going through the top, and there's an opening that almost is about 30 feet circular. It seems to be almost at like the top of where the temple is, and it goes. You guys go right through that, leaving the sound of battle behind you as Orcus and Unogu fight it out. You also see a swarm following Orcus after the melee starts. A swarm of mind flayers reach out, and they look a little bit odd. As you're kind of hard to see because they're looking between the tendrils of the flumps as they're going forward. But these do not look like Grazilax, for example. They look as if they're almost shambling. Some of them look like they have more claws on their hands, and as they encounter the hyenas and the gnolls, they start ripping up their flesh. And some of them, instead of, as you know, mind flayers are called because they eat brains. Some of them aren't even going for brains; they're just eating flesh. Whatever is near their maw is being consumed by these mind flayers. Huge clash, but you guys float right above them into a large chamber that is about 100 feet deep, 100 feet wide, maybe about 80 feet wide. In the center is a pool, a 30-foot wide pool full of brine. And in the center of that is a large cow's brain. It looks huge, and it's pulsing. And this one, it's kind of hard to tell because you guys are about hundreds of feet above it. But you see kind of tendrils coming out of it, and around it are other mind flayers that seem to be tending to it, scrubbing it, making sure as they rub on it, pieces of its flesh slough off, and even through the song of the flumps, you hear it say, "Yes, yes, I grow stronger, stronger. Soon Orcus will unleash my greatest thing. I am a winner. Everyone is losers, and I will destroy them."
Very articulate.
Yes.
Take his pride.
Take his pride.
So you guys float upwards even more, and at the top of this chamber is a large, like kind of vaulted ceiling, and in the corner, it looks like there was some decay. Something had kind of broken through, and water and moisture is pushing out almost like a waterfall that goes down the entire way and splashes onto the ground, and you see it kind of pools up, and you can see there's almost like an inch or two of water in the chamber all under the below that the mind flayers are sloughing through. They don't seem to care or mind. And at the top, there's a gallery. There's a large gallery that goes around the whole thing. So again, 100 feet by like 80 feet, a gallery on top. And
This is all normally underneath us.
what's that?
This is all normally underneath us.
It's huge. This is it. It's just like how far down are
About
we?
4 stories down.
Good God, man.
Yeah, this is a huge temple that was constructed out of what a entire enclave of mind flayers. So this was a living enclave of hundreds of mind flayers lived there in service to the Elder Brain.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Because of the moisture that had been seeping in and the waterfall, you definitely see a crack. And along that are the stalagmites that or stalactites. Damn, I did it wrong. Where the flumps or Fremo had to say, it's like, that's where it is. That's where it is. It's right there. And they kind of float towards it.
Okay. So how did we discuss how we were going to crack the stalactite?
Nope. Not really.
Well, I certainly know the first step is that bless spell.
Yes.
The second step is probably explosions.
So let's get close enough to bless spell, and then we can do a number of things. I can harness an illusion to go and take it down, or one of y'all can maybe cast a spell or something.
Yep.
But first we got to get close enough to cast the bless. That's the crucial bit.
Okay.
Oh, we have the floop guy.
All right, floop, floop.
How close do we need to get you?
Cast bless.
Sloopadoop. You see, I need to be very close. I need to be within this far. Not very close.
All right. Well, we'll get him as close as we can.
I communicate telepathically with the wonderfully singing flumps
Yes.
to get close enough to the stalactite to bless it
Okay.
and head him in that direction. We can identify which stalactite we want to bless, correct? We know the one out of the many stalactites on the sailing?
Yes. Okay. So, Sloopadoop goes forward and he says, "Yeah, I need to touch it. I need to touch it. Touch it. I like to touch things that needs to be touched. This is the only way it'll work.
We get as close as possible.
I like to touch it."
I like touching things too, buddy.
We're just going to bring the net right up on it.
Yeah, just gonna float, just like a little cup. Just
Okay. As the flumps
That's weird, right?
net starts to get closer, you see on this gallery up here, it's like kind of a walkway that's surrounding this top floor. There's chambers that go off of it, and while there doesn't seem to be any awareness from below as yet, you do see out of the corner of your eyes through all the motion of the flumps and everything, a creature looks at you, looks at what's happening, and it lurches towards you. The gallery, you guys are, still about 40 feet away from wherever it'll be, but it's going towards you, and it's a mind flayer. It's got its tentacles kind of like it's blue skin, but one tentacle is about to fall off. You look at it closer to other parts of its body, its clothes are almost completely decayed, and it's like, and it reaches out and falls down. And it explodes on the ground. And a lot of the mind flayers that are on the bottom floor kind of take notice.
Let's
Roll-
do this
roll
as quick
initiative,
as we can.
everybody.
All right. Oh, good.
You get a 0. Gavin rolled it completely off the table.
13.
Okay. What does everybody else got?
10.
I did the same thing. Okay.
At first, I was like, can I mulligan that?
Wait, you said 10. That's what you got last time.
Yep.
22.
22.
Okay,
That's what you got
wow.
last time too.
No, it's
That's
It's
great.
very
Rolling
consistent.
great.
19.
Here we go.
Okay.
Turn it around.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Okay. 18 is the bad guys.
Crap.
Okay, so Garrett, you're able to go first.
Excellent.
So,
What I'm going to do, though.
yeah, you're not necessarily being attacked right now, but you get the sense that actually as you're about to kind of look around, you hear that the smash of the mind flayer hitting the ground. You hear, "What? What is that? Are those flumps? It's returned, that little peon.
Son of a bee.
It has came to Baskin and brought all of its..." Wait a second. Did you do anything?
Well, I mean, are we like, is the guy touching the thing at this point?
Yeah, has he blessed it?
No,
Like,
you guys are about 30 feet away from it still.
Oh.
You're
Oh,
still
we wanna
trying to
keep
get.
going.
That was your plan. You were just trying to get close to it, but as you were, the mind flayer was going toward it. So you're floating toward it, and with a speed of 30, you guys will be there next turn. But
I can't do anything. Like, literally, I don't have.
Ready in action, just in case?
you know, there's no readying and
Oh,
fifth,
yeah,
but-
that's true.
No.
Okay.
I'll
Snort.
throw a thing.
Throw one of your
do that.
hammers at
Yeah,
them.
I'm gonna throw that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna act. Well, not at them. I'm sticking at the stalactite. Just start loosening it.
Oh,
Well, if it's
Well,
not
you've got
blessed
the-
yet, we
the-
can't
yeah,
have
so
it.
that's what I was just like, you didn't know nothing. Gonna smile. Just sit there and hope
All
for
right.
the best.
I'm
Great
gonna
roll.
cast Fly, and then try to nudge the flumps forward a little bit to help.
On yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great. Good idea. That costs a whole action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So he starts to float up.
Yep.
Okay. It is them, and you see, you hear the elder brain come out and it says, "Get them! Get them!" And where you saw one mind flayer zombie come out, all of a sudden there are dozens out of this top gallery, and they start to shamble towards the railing. One of them does not appear to be shambling, and actually comes towards you, floating. And it doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything. It just kind of points at you, and attempts a mind blast. And it magically, again, that psychic energy shoots out at you guys, and it's a 60-foot cone. So everybody must succeed DC. Why am I telling you the DC? Make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. Critical failure.
I got a 9.
You 9 is it does not make it.
16?
16 makes it.
7.
7 does not make it.
Yeah, I figured.
Brilliant we are.
Oh, that it?
So,
This is why they won't let us in.
Yeah.
So yeah, what happens to us exactly?
Well, I'm counting. 1 second.
should I be using my inspiration?
Maybe.
19. You can if you want.
Yeah. It's not a
Tell
bad
me
idea.
before I tell you how much damage you're getting.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
So wasn't these 2 rerolls?
Hold out. Hold out.
They come with the chair.
Wait, did I have something against this? No.
Wait, I can use a reroll?
You're in the chair now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
Wait, can I reroll that?
What's that?
Can I reroll my 1? Because I have 2
Yeah,
rerolls.
if you want to use your inspiration,
Okay.
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, these were left over here.
Did you roll another one?
I rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
Wait, should I
improvement.
use the 3rd reroll?
Probably.
He's still counting, so this might be worth it. All right. Well, that's, oh gosh, 13. I don't know if that helps.
13. Doesn't make it.
No.
All right,
well,
so
we tried.
everybody who failed takes 24 psychic damage.
Oh.
And
Oh,
is
wait.
stunned for 1 minute.
Oh, wait. I can use Misty Escape, though, because it's a new day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
I
could.
Misty Escape away to 60 feet, and I float, so it doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
60 feet away.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
okay,
in
so
dead sight.
you teleport.
Yes.
Where
Oh,
do you want
thank
to teleport
God.
to?
There's a beholder attacking him.
I guess is the balcony all the way, is the gallery all the way around?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess towards this, like, sort of as far away from a gallery edge as possible. So as far away from that dude, the
Can
mind
you
flayer.
teleport to the stalactite?
Oh yeah, I teleport to the stalactite.
Okay, you're floating near the stalactite.
Yeah.
Okay. And Sloopadoop, unfortunately, takes damage and is stunned for 1 minute.
No.
Yes.
No, and no one can read the.
Okay. Kalidas, you're up.
It's not in deep speech, is it?
What?
The book page.
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. It's
Good try.
So I am currently stunned as per that last attack.
correct.
So I can't do anything? Is that correct?
You can. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of one of your turns to see if you can break the stun.
I will repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
10.
This would be a good
That is
time.
a fail.
This would be a good time
you're
for
continuing to be
some.
stunned. Babette.
Some anything.
I'm going to use my inspiration to try
Okay.
fixing that one up.
Good call.
Nice. Good catch.
This is Babette.
Yeah. Oh gosh, she's adorable.
Adorable.
8.
Dude, you guys gotta need some better dice.
Yeah. How?
I'll note, I knocked mine onto the floor and started using his, and looks what's happening since then.
How far?
Guilty look.
I really wasn't intentional. I was actually hoping it would work for him. So, you know.
How far is the mind flayer away from me?
The floating one?
Yeah.
He is 60 feet away.
60 feet away. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll try casting, I think, Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay.
It's a range of 120 feet, which seems very good. Oh. That is a 19.
That's a hit.
Okay. And then that's what? 2d10. So, oh, that's a d12. That's why I was so. Oh, my d10's over here. Okay. All right, that is 17 damage.
Okay, great.
Force damage.
Awesome. Garrett, you're up.
Oh, I can do that thing like he did.
Yes. You can unstun yourself.
I'm gonna unstun myself. No, wait. Is it just? Yeah. Wait.
It's such a good time for a death ray right now.
What was it again?
Yeah.
Intelligence?
Intelligence. Thank
Intelligence saving throw.
18.
You made it. Aha! All right, so next turn you'll be able to act.
Exactly.
Okay, Snort.
I'm going to get over next to our cleric friend and hold him up just in case the flumps fail,
Okay.
and so that he can cast the spell. And hopefully he gets better.
The flumps yeah, but he's stunned and he's like, give me clues.
I just don't want him to fall.
Give me clues. And it is his turn, and he actually made his saving throw, so at the end he'll be able to, Sloop will be able to act. Yes. I imagine you're still telling the flumps to get closer too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they move closer. You guys are now hovering right next to the stalagmite.
I guess I'm outside of it. Can I check it? My phone died again.
Cletus, you're now up.
I will attempt to break out my
Use
stunnage.
this one.
See if this
I
goes
haven't used that
anywhere.
one yet this whole time. God, it's weird.
11.
Nope.
I tried. I'm so sorry.
Babette.
Oh, it's my turn again. Okay, and so I don't think I have anything that helps Sloop. Okay, I'm just gonna try and do another Eldritch Blast at Mr. Mindflayer. Yeah, and that's 21.
That's a hit.
All right. 16 damage.
Okay.
Damage. Yep.
So you're striking him with this like eldritch damage. He's definitely hitting back. And you actually see at one point you strike him in the shoulder, and his arm completely just flies off.
Cool.
But it doesn't seem to. He's still striding
he's
forward
undead.
or floating forward, and it looks like he's about to do something else. And he sees that the flumps are the biggest problem, so he fixes its gaze on one
No,
of
for
them. And tries to make them make their, and it fails. Fremo
Because he's holding you guys up, right?
is frightened.
Aww.
No, Fremo!
Oh, Fremo, be brave!
Keep singing, Fremo.
Fremo,
Sing
be
the song.
Fremo, be brave.
You just sing it exactly the same way that you did it before. It's the only way to make sure that he.
I can sing a new song.
Dang it.
Okay, so your turn, Garrett. I'm pointing at you.
Yeah,
Garrett.
I was like, yeah, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna throw. Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna throw a thing at the guy.
Remember, your goal here is to take down the stalactite.
Are we
Yeah.
there now?
Yeah.
You're floating right next to it.
Has Sloop blessed the slag?
He's unstunned. He'll be able to maybe do it next turn.
So maybe start
Yeah, like just.
Got it.
Alright, I'm gonna do
Start.
that. Just bludgeon it with the thing.
Okay, make an attack and roll damage also. You're gonna try to hit it as hard as you can. So you might want to be angry.
Yeah, raging would
Yeah,
be a good
you
idea
might
right
want to
now.
do as much damage as you possibly can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm very upset. Very upset.
Very upset.
Very upset.
How much damage do you do?
With the thing, hold on, wait, I forgot to roll the d4. 4! Ha!
4 total. When you're raging, you get
Plus
plus
3.
your strength modifier, I think, too, right?
Sorry, strength modifier plus 4, so 8.
8 total. Great.
Yeah.
Seems to shudder, but it's still intact. And Sloop is up, and he says, "Oh, finally! And you feel almost happy. for a brief moment.
Happy fun times.
You are blessed, as is the stalagmite.
Sweet.
Hashtag blessed.
I'm sorry, I keep pointing at the wrong person. Snort, you were up. I just skipped you because I was eager for Sleep to be able to blast. So, go ahead.
I'm going to try to drop a fireball
Okay.
right into the crack.
Right into the crack?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll empower it
Nice.
for a little extra oomph.
So a lot of
Press that
dice.
extra floof.
Good at math.
10, 20, 31.
31. Okay. I gotta make a whole lot of saving throws. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, all you guys. I mean, if you're doing it right, and then you guys are
What's
all
up at the
within
top,
30.
right?
What's that?
The crack is up at the top, or am I imagining the wrong
Oh,
scenario?
okay. I can see that.
Yeah, up away from us.
Yeah.
On us.
We'll say that it's 30 feet away.
Okay.
It's a very long
31 feet.
stalagmite. The flumps, many of them failed. You would have killed them. But there's a huge explosion. Fire shoots out, rock spits out, and the stalagmite shudders and falls straight down, and you hear psychically, it's basically Darth Vader, no! And the stalagmite goes straight down, right into the center of the elder brain, and it explodes in flesh everywhere in every direction. All of the mind flayers that were controlled through undeath seem to shudder, and the zombies that were jumping towards you to try and stop you, they fall down limp and dead. The floating lich, Illitha lich that was blasting you falls, smashes, or you hear a roar of agony and frustration coming from outside the chamber as Orcus says, "How dare you! You know this is your doing!" And then battle seems to be even more worse going out there. Your flumps take some damage from the fireball and all the shattering of everything that's happening, but they shudder. You guys move a little bit. You kind of bolster it with your flying, and you're able to keep them up. What do you guys do?
A note for all gigantic immobile brains out there. Perhaps don't position yourself underneath a gigantic stalactite.
It's back to
Dun,
us.
dun, dun.
All right.
The more you know.
I guess try and communicate to the flumps to get us back to safety. The flumps know where safety
Flumps,
is.
we have successfully destroyed the brain that's going to cause so much trouble for us and your people and the entire world. Now please negotiate us back to a safe place. Go out of this chamber as far as you can and try and direct us toward the nearby city.
Fremo and the rest of the flumps, all you hear is joy. The sound of joy is echoing through your brains as they say, "Yeah, yeah."
Smack my head a couple times.
And then they start,
God help me.
they're like, "We thought maybe we could do this rolling, flying thing." So they, instead of just floating forward somewhat upright, they start to roll. And you guys are all
Tumbling
bouncing and
inside.
bumping
yeah,
around,
yeah.
and you go
I love that.
completely.
I'll
You go
follow
out the hole that you had they had entered this chamber. You go out and you see Orcus fighting against Unogu, but it seems like Unogu has got the upper hand because his hyenas and his gnolls are not undead, and they were not affected by the death of the elder brain. So he suddenly has strength in numbers, and you see him almost ripping off more and more flesh of Orcus, and he's blasting and trying to raise the gnolls that have been killed as his undead servants. But it's chaos. There's definitely a lot of undeath and death happening out there. But you guys roll forward. You don't even have to sing your song, but they are anyway because they love it.
Excellent.
And you guys float back. You go back to the cloister of where the flumps. You first met them, and you get there, and they land safely, and they kind of disengage, and they're like, "Thank you, that was so fun. You did it. We
Happy
did
fun
it.
times."
We saved them.
Yay.
Excellent.
You guys are honorary flumps.
Aw.
We will be your friends forever.
Hugs for all the flumps.
Hugs for all of you. Also, you have, you mentioned before yellow pretty metal thing?
Yeah, we like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. We have been in this world a long time. We collect shiny fun things, but we don't need it. We don't use it. You
Yeah.
can go, and they direct you, they kind of, all their tendrils kind of go and be like, "Go, look. And you see a small door in a small cave. Go in the cave. Go in the cave. And you guys look in, and it's dark in there. Actually, there's no light.
I have super dark vision though, so.
You have super dark vision.
Yeah.
You see
superior. Sorry.
something
Okay.
pile up on the floor, but you can't really discern it. Dark visions, you can see
Things.
things that are animate. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did anybody have a light or some kind of thing? Sloopadoof actually is like, I have light, you morons. And he casts light on his scepter, and this entire 20 by 20 room is glowing with gold. There's goblets and plates.
Oh,
Good.
And, you see a sword. You see an axe that might be useful.
I can take 10 pounds of it.
Yeah. That's all I can carry. Yeah. Anything. It's a dwarven horde.
I just fall on my knees and start crying tears of joy.
I will live
happy.
here.
I will
live
From
here
this-
forever.
From this day forward, Flumps, I shall forever be known as Cletus Netherflump. That's marvelous to me.
Excellent. The flumps start jumping around. They're dancing like it's the Ewoks at the.
Bigger than the golden
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. They've got mind flayer skulls that they're playing on. You see, all of a sudden, there's a furry thing in the corridor goes. "Rrrr." That's Chewy. And it's just fun and happiness all
I
over.
swim through the gold.
Yeah. Float through your beholder. Yes, exactly. So thank you guys so much. You guys did it. You made it through. You completed the Revenge of the Flumps. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Greg Tito. You can still donate to my page. I'll be playing tomorrow in Greg Boslin's game, actually. So I haven't made my character yet, so feel free to donate to me to do all the fun things that you guys did for these guys' characters, kind of make it as interesting as possible. But that was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Woo!
Thanks.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Told you before the break, but drinks, food, you're welcome to it. I think you don't have any brand issues, so I think we're set.
Yeah, it's on. It's currently on, and it's saying that I'm talking.
There's cozies
Good.
that are at the table. Oh yeah.
Yes, Fire Genasi Wizard is what was chosen for me, so I made something. Yeah, I didn't go that far.
You're going to work on their labs, Sean, while we're on?
Yeah, while you guys are vamping,
okay. And just a reminder, if you haven't yet, you did sign the books before you leave or on one of your breaks.
Do either of you want shirts right now? Okay.
Well, we have to
Do you want a
go.
shirt?
We have to go on. So.
Right now?
Well, we should.
Hey Tamor, would you mind grabbing? It's Bree and Emmy. Their shirts. There's a list of sizes over there, and the females are on.
Just as a reminder,
Well, it
on
says what
the
to get them,
recording.
but the females are on the left. The unisex is on the right. Not the books.
Okay.
Or wait, what was that? Yeah, just behind. Okay, so this is the new thing. Should we take those figurines off?
Yeah. Well, we still have Elemental Evil.
We do?
Actually, yeah, we still have 5 boxes of it.
Okay.
I'll go grab one of those.